What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we have a special episode. We are joined by our boys, Jon and Tom, from our band, Defy The Tyrants. We're here to talk about our new song, Leviathan, and also bands who have been successful in replacing their singers. I think it's highly appropriate for this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and welcome to Metalology. What's happening, boys? What is good? What is good?
Hello.
Hey.
Feeling great.
Welcome to Skywalker Ranch.
Skywalker Ranch, where the aliens.
Where the
I'd
aliens,
rather be there than here.
aliens
We
live.
got
I think
THX.
we all would rather be there than here.
Yeah.
Jon.
He's opening up a new museum in LA, actually, next to Grand Central Station.
I don't care. I want a
Guillermo
new
del
show.
Toro. Okay.
I want a new show. I want a new show. I'm done with this 6 seasons of the same shit.
Acolyte season 2?
No, hell no. Absolutely not.
Boba Fett season 2?
No. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to Metalology. I'm your host, Anthony Esparza. To the right of me is my co-host,
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Metal Jandro.
the petite Peruvian from Peruvia.
Peruvia.
Peruvian.
From Peruvia.
We discovered recently.
Directly in front of us is our other co-host.
Your boy Baji.
And unfortunately, Rudy is out sick
He
this
is
evening.
sick.
So
Better, Rudy.
we're pretty glad that Rudy has silenced himself for the evening and taking care of himself so the rest of us don't get sick because we're only a couple days away from Thanksgiving. But
Love you, Rudy.
Love you, Rudy. Tonight we are joined, however, finally, we are joined by two members from our band, Defy The Tyrants. Can you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves? We'll start with you.
My name is Jon. Defy the Bassist on Instagram. I'm the bassist for Defy the Tyrants. Ex-guitar player for Drained.
That's right. We'll get to all that. And
My name is Tom. I am on Instagram, DefCon1. I'm the vocalist for Defy the Tyrants.
that's
I'm
right.
happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We are going to have some fun tonight. So just to give our listeners and viewers some context, we're going to be talking about the introductions of Jon and Tom into Defy the Tyrants.
Jon and Tom.
We're going to talk about our new song, Leviathan. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened, the transition that we endured this year. Actually, the several transitions, because it's not just the vocalist transition, it's also the bass player transition. And the funnest part about tonight's episode is we're finally going to we've talked about it for many episodes now, all year, all
Hyped it up.
2025. Let me
Here
see.
it
We
is.
got it. We got it. We
Son of a
are going to
bitch.
have our former bass player interview our new bass player. How many times has this happened on the podcast? You only get it one time a year.
One
This is
time
one
a
for the
year.
ages.
This one for the ages.
This is going in.
Unless John quits, and then they get another, and then John joins the podcast.
Wait till the end of the podcast to see what happens.
See what happens.
Surprise.
Faces interviewed by the former bass. What the?
What's going on?
So many.
So you guys can follow us at Metalology Podcast on Instagram. You guys can follow us on TikTok as well at Metalology Podcast. Subscribe to us if you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the podcast. We really, really appreciate it. We're posting clips on TikTok, on Instagram, all that fun shit. So follow us and keep up to date with all the happenings with Metalology. But we're not here to talk about Metalology. We're here to talk about our band, Defy the Tyrants. This is the first time that we've had we've had Brandon on the podcast many times. This is the first time Jon is on the show, and this is the first time Tom is on the podcast. Tom, is this your first podcast you've ever done? Is this the first one?
I believe so, yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're
Say so.
breaking your chair. This is gonna be awesome. We're
Yeah.
breaking the chair.
chair.
Is that that's a term, right? Breaking the chair.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Jon would
Like we
know.
literally break your chair.
I've never heard that before.
Oh,
Never heard that.
cherry. Oh.
Breaking the hymen. Right?
Oh.
Breaking the hymen.
Yeah.
God.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's got one.
Everyone's got one.
got
I got one.
We all got to break it.
Let me find that.
So we have a new song out that just came out yesterday called Leviathan. This episode is not being recorded a week before Leviathan is coming out. I'm just putting that out there.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So this is Tom's first podcast, so we're breaking the hymen. I gotta figure that. What word is that? Popping the cherry. We're popping his cherry.
They're popping cherries.
Just
there.
popping
Breaking
cherry.
the chair. I'm like, what the f-
We're popping cherries up in this bitch. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking about our new song Leviathan shortly, but first we want to tell the story and share with you guys how this all happened, because 1 year ago today, it would not have been Jon and Tom in this room.
John and Tom show.
We were not expecting this moment to happen last Thanksgiving, and here we are. And Baji has stepped aside, and Tom has filled in the vocalist role. And then after, we're going to talk about some bands that we feel have been successful after replacing their vocalists, or the frontmen or frontwomen, depending on who you're thinking about.
Who you're rooting for?
Some recent news came out that the vocalist for Arch Enemy has left the
That
band.
was definitely talked about in our ranks, especially because we all love Arch Enemy, I think. So,
Yes.
Very true.
yeah, we'll get
Yes.
more into that. I'll hold back.
All right. So let's get into it. Baji, why did you quit? No.
Because I was tired of your guys' shit.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. All right.
Fuck y'all.
So we're gonna start off from the top, because John, you came in last December? It was last
February.
February.
What?
No, I officially joined in January,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was in talks with you guys in December because I was actually in the another band with Brandon. It's the Fuzz Fuzzy cover band, even though it was with the original members of Fuzz Fuzzy.
Weird.
But I was
What?
okay. I guess we're getting into it now. I had been out of the music scene for years because I used to be in the band with Jandro and Brandon called Drained. We were playing together like 15 years, and then Brandon decided to become a productive adult and become a teacher in Nevada. So he left. Reassessed his priorities. So then when he went to Vegas, I was like, you know what, I've been doing this for 15 years straight. I'm just gonna take a break. So I stopped playing guitar altogether, and then Jandro just kept playing music. Oh, hello, can you hear me now? So he decided to just keep playing music, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let him do his thing. Fast forward a couple of years, you started a band with Tony and Brandon, which I actually didn't know until Brandon told me that originally I was asked to be in the band. I didn't know that's what it was about.
Oh, bro, we got the story for that, man. I remember that day.
I didn't know. Brandon
remember that day, bro.
Brandon was like, oh, you want to jam with me and Tony? I'm like, I'm good. But I didn't know it was to start a new band. I thought it was just to jam out. So I said no, and then you came in. So you stole my spot originally. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
But
You could have been the bass player.
yeah.
So I want to talk about that real quick. Okay, so Brandon and I, this is like what? This is summer 2026. This is like June or something like that. And Alberto and myself, our band was just ending. We hadn't announced it yet.
2016.
2016.
Okay, cool.
Said, future, man. Holy crap.
Fuck, dude. It's like Back to the Future. No,
And
it's
this
like
is 30-30, right? Still?
Yeah, it's 30-30. It's Terminator. It's a cycle.
Terminator.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
going
So-
back.
Skynet. All right,
Brandon was
got it.
Kyle Reese. So anyway, so Brandon and I started Defy in the summer of 2016. Basically, he had just moved back from Vegas. Our old band 3030 was ending, but we hadn't announced it yet. And Brandon had posted on Facebook, "Hey, like I'm looking to jam. If anybody's down to jam." And I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, man, are you down to jam?" Like, "Yeah, let's meet up." And so we initially it was supposed to be a meetup on a Saturday or Sunday, and jam out, learn some songs, write some songs, and have a beer or two and talk about the good old days. And then after a couple times meeting up, we realized, I think we want to start an actual band, but just kind of still make it like more of a weekend thing. And I was like, well, let's bring in Baji. Let's bring in Baji because he plays bass, and I know he's looking to do a little something. So we brought Baji. He's gonna do weird shit like this throughout the podcast. I'm letting you know. If he starts tickling his belly button,
Belly button's a
just
famous
ignore
one.
him.
I
Stop.
don't- oh my
Fucking
God.
behave, dude. Fucking behave.
It's my ADHD.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
stimming. It's fine.
Anyways, so we brought in Baji, and then after a couple jams, we're like, you know what? I think we want another guitar player. And Brendan was like, well, let me hit up John, because it's been a while since I've hung out with John. And I was all right, cool. So John came in and heard us play I think it was a song. It was one of the songs we
Did
were
I
working
actually
on.
come in? I don't
You
remember.
came
this.
in, and I don't even think you did much. I don't remember you playing guitar. I just remember you were there, and we were like, so what did you think? And you were like, it's all right.
To be fair, that's how I react to everything.
Yeah.
I had
I
to
know.
stew on it for a little bit, but I don't remember I actually no, I do remember. It was in
Uh-huh.
Brandon's garage. Okay,
Yeah.
I
There
do
you
remember
go.
this now. This is vividly coming back to me now. Yes.
There you go. Alternate timeline kicking in now. So okay.
A little precursor to that. When me and Brandon were in the band Drained, the very last 2 years ish, we'd always get in fights. And this is not band stuff. This is just me and him were really close friends for a while, and eventually we started getting a lot of fights. So, not saying that was the reason why I didn't want to come to the new band, but just kind of he and I spent a lot of time apart when he went to Vegas, and then we made amends. And then when we came back together, I was still kind of I'm not really into music anymore. So that's most of the reason why I probably didn't want to come back, and not because I didn't like the music, but I just had my stuff's been in storage. My guitar's been dusty. I haven't touched it anymore. I can't get back into the gears of making music again this soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you know that regardless of your opinion, that song we played for you sucked because
Oh,
it didn't
I
live
was gonna
past that
say,
day.
It was not good.
It did not live past the day. So then John goes home, and then the next week I'm like, hey Brandon, have you heard from John yet? He's like, nah, I don't think he wants to do it. I'm like, oh, wonderful. Well, who should we hit up? He's like, well, we can hit up Alex. And I'm like, yeah, well, I love Alex. Me and Alex have always gotten along. So Alex comes in and he's like, I don't really like the song that you guys worked on, but we can do something that's not that song.
That's the thing with Alex. I've known Alex for so long, since we were in like first grade, whatever. He'll always tell you how it is up front, but he means it in a good place, from his heart.
And that's the thing is, I have worked with Alex for so long now that I don't like if he tells me something's good, I'm like, okay, cool. If he tells me something's not good, I don't really think twice about it. I'm just like, well, because he only listens to Revocation. So if it's not Revocation, it's not good.
It's not good.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, but
Why are you smiling like that?
Revocation didn't exist back in the day, so
Revocation, Megadeth. If it's not Megadeth
okay, all right.
or Arch Enemy, and me and Brandon were not trying to do Arch Enemy. So that's how we brought Alex in. But then what's funny is John plays a pivotal role in the early parts of Defy because we had our very first show out of San Diego in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
And leading up to that show, Alex had told us he couldn't do it because of personal reasons. And whether people disagreed with him or not, it was his reasons. And exactly. I mean, goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
Apparently, those
Next
reasons
year I
got
was
sorted
back.
because you heard how much fun we had.
Well,
I can't miss it.
I heard some other stuff as well.
You wanted to be there for the cheese man. You want to be there for the cheese. Anyways, we won't get into all that shit.
Yeah.
But John was like, "Well, I'll fill in." I think we had asked you if you could fill in for him.
Brandon had hit me up, and I said yes so fast.
Yeah.
Because after I saw you guys start going, I'm like, you know what? I kind of do miss being in the band, and I kind of not like regretted it a little bit, not pursuing it further. So when he asked me to cover, I was like, yes.
You're the first person I thought like as a person who can like play for me. I was like, John, dude. Like,
it's also the first time I've ever played 7-string guitar, so
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, so John filled in. And he did a great job.
Helped us out. Yeah.
It was
fantastic.
It was a fun show.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
Yeah.
And so it's I think it's awesome how everything's kind of come full circle again. But that was initially how we started Defy and how John plays a role in the beginning of the band, because originally we had hit him up to be the original guitar player, and then he ended up filling in for our first Arizona show, and then I didn't hear from you again for years. many years. Fast forward 9 years. Oh no, I don't. It was 8 years.
You come out to like shows here and there.
I'll come with the shows and stuff.
Yeah, and then I remember when you started coming. I think it was like last year. You started doing like some merch ideas. You started with some pins and stuff, which was really cool. And Brandon was like, "Well, if Baji ever quits the band, John will probably be interested." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And that was like a funny passing remark.
So the reason why, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but the reason why he said that was because when I was jamming with him with his other band, I kind of saw on the paper that I don't think Baji's into this anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of told Brandon, hey, like he actually showed me some of the songs before I guys released the album. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Jokingly, I said, if you guys need a bass player and Baji leaves, let me know. Fast forward a month later, I get the call.
Yeah, it was super quick. So now we're gonna lead into Baji.
Yeah.
So we had been going on. We released a bunch of singles. We did an album we spent almost 4 years on, and dropped that. And we were getting ready to drop it. I think it was in the final stages of mixing. We were planning all the stuff that was going to go with the music video and all that stuff. And then
we were like done mixing it by that point.
Yeah. And then Baji decides to, no, you know what? I'm going to put you on blast a little bit. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. You fucked up.
Well, how did I fuck up?
You fucked up.
I'm good.
So
could have been yours, bro.
So basically what happened is we were talking about what song to do a music video for. And I came up with the idea of, well, we have a bunch of live footage of our song, of us playing a couple shows. I'm like, we have footage from us playing in Arizona. And then the weekend later we played in Brick by Brick here in San Diego. The footage looked really good. I was like, we should use that for the Breakthrough music video. So I get the footage and I start digging through it, and I'm like, I have Brandon's spot. Okay, this is like Brandon's cool fill. Oh yeah, this is my spot. I sync up really well with it because we also played at clicks, so we play pretty close to the way the songs are recorded live. So it's very easy for me to do editing because I do I do all the video editing, and I'm editing, and I come to Baji's part. Okay, let me put in Baji stuff, and Baji, something was off. I was like, what's going on with Baji? He's not
He's not in it.
He's not in it. What's going on? What's going on?
Mhm.
And he just wasn't playing the parts correctly. And that was kind of like my personal final straw. That was the look, man. I know. I think I had sent it to Brandon and Alex. They said we need to talk to Baji, and so I think it was a couple days later. We're getting ready to podcast. Alex and I show up early because sometimes, guys, that does happen when we come to podcast. It's also talking about band stuff beforehand because Brandon also lives here. And sat down with Baji, me and Alex, and Brandon was like, "I don't want to be a part of that." He's like, "You guys talk to him." He's like, "He's my roommate. He's one of my friends." I'm like, "Well, thanks for putting us on the spot, love. We appreciate you."
Oh man.
But I get it. I understand. You know, it's like, hey, I get it. You know, you guys got to be in harmony here, and I understand it 100%. And I don't think anybody knew quite how you were going to take the conversation either. So,
Oh, yeah.
I was
So-
ready to fucking kick you out.
you were ready to kick his ass.
Yeah.
You were ready to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Why
He was
Say the
he came in here with a gun. It was
Yeah.
with a
Man, came strapped.
With
with
a
a-
fucking-
I got it up my ass sticking straight at you.
it was like some John Wick shit. He had it pointed right here. It's like, say the wrong. Say you want to stay. Say you want to stay.
I want to stay.
So anyway, so Alex and I had a very in-depth conversation with you. Very heart. It was
No,
it was a
yeah.
big heart to heart.
It was.
And you came to the conclusion. So I'll let you kind of talk a little bit about that.
So, leading up to all, like, I want to say it was about a year leading up to that conversation. I just felt that. I'll just go very quick. I just felt that like I didn't want to do. Maybe not necessarily the band anymore. Not like I just didn't want to do the band anymore. Like I still want to do music, which I do, on occasion for our friend Estee's like little charity shits. But I just
Little charity shits.
I don't know charity stuff.
Shits,
Charity shows,
Charity shows, yeah.
I'm gonna tell Essie to watch this episode.
Charity shows.
He called my charity what?
Charity shows or whatever, But I didn't want to do band anymore. I didn't want to do like a full band thing where I wasn't in it. Like I didn't feel it. I liked the songs, but I didn't feel the songs as much as everyone else did. And I told myself, like I said, a year prior to that, I was like, that's when I started feeling all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just play it out. Maybe I'm just in a funk or something. And then when we talked, it just finally just hit. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, I still love Tony. I love Alex. I love the band. Fucking support you guys always, but just not my thing anymore.
So that led to
John.
a very dramatic conversation.
We
It
were
was-
like in tears.
We were crying.
Yelling.
We were crying.
Hugging each other.
Celine Dion playing in the background.
It's okay. It's okay.
We'll still hang out, I promise.
I remember walking out like, "Hey, Brandon." So, because Brandon was in the living room, I'm like, "Hey, Brandon." So, yeah, Baji just stepped down. He's like, "Oh, thank God."
No, thank God.
He's like, "Okay, thank
It
God
was
you guys
easy.
didn't fight." No, he was more
Nah.
relieved that it wasn't dramatic.
I
'Cause
think as soon as we called him in because we felt like, okay, he should needs to hear this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah. We were all,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we all did the bro hug.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
bye. But
Bye,
you're still gonna
but-
be here
Yeah,
at
fuck
the
off.
podcast. So I'm still
Yes.
seeing you
We're still gonna see him
every week.
every goddamn week,
God damn it.
even if there's no podcast.
No matter what.
in my dreams.
So anyways,
Yeah, so I left and
well then we were like, so should we hold auditions? Should we, I know like, I think after a couple days we are trying to figure out like what are we gonna do, because we have a lot of musician friends here in San Diego. And we're like, well, who should we reach out to? If anything, who should we talk to? And I think essentially we were talking with one of our another friend of ours to come in and replace, and that wasn't working out very well. The mindset was there, but things were kind of getting in the way, and I remember we were kind of like, well, what are we gonna do? And then and it was a couple weeks of this, and then Brandon's like, we can talk to John. And then he told me, well, John, I think he was serious, but he playfully said, and if anything ever happens to Baji, and we hadn't announced it yet, so nobody really knew what was going on. So then,
Little did they know?
and then that's how Brandon reached out to John, and then that's how you came in.
Yep.
So I know that like John and I had we had a talk. We had to kind of dial things in a little bit, but I kind of knew right off the bat like you were going to be a perfect fit. I'm like this is going to be the perfect fit, and because you're also a guitar player. So Brandon had to hit you up to see if you would be interested in coming in. So let me hear a little bit about that.
Well, like I mentioned before, we were playing in that rock metal band, not rock metal, but rock band, and I had 2 weeks prior, I said, hey, I can't do this anymore. I have to. Something came up, and I had to pay more attention to that. So I had left, and maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later. And it's kind of interesting too how it happened, because to go back a little bit, before I even joined that rock band, I told my wife I kind of want to go back into music. Like, let's see what I can do. Maybe I can get my music recording system set back up again, record some songs. A week later, Brandon asked me to be in the rock band. Did the rock band for like a month and a half. Unfortunately, told Brandon, hey, I can't do this anymore. I got to do something else real quick, and then maybe I can revisit it later. And then a month after that, that's when I was like, you know what, maybe I want to start recording my own music again, like seriously. So I actually, got my Focusrite set up, I got my speakers set up and everything. And then that's when Brandon had asked me, hey, you were joking before, but do you really want to be the bassist? Because Baji had just left. So then, even though I had jokingly said yes and I was really into it, when he asked me, I was like, oh, this is like a reality. I mean, I really have to think about this. And this is kind of funny. I actually talked to you about this when we had the phone conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that you guys played like every single weekend. You guys played out of shows like every fucking month. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can commit to that. So I was like, you know what, I need to talk to Tony, because I even expressed that to Brandon, like, hey, Brandon, I don't know if I can commit to that. He's like, we don't really play that much. What are you talking about? Like, I see you guys on Instagram. You guys are playing a lot. You guys do this and that. It sounds like you guys are really busy. And he just said, talk to Tony.
Yeah. So I'm the king of social media. No, I know how to make it look like it. And I'm fine with saying that. Like, you don't post all your pictures at one time. You post them weekly, bi-weekly. So I was able to kind of make things appear that we were way more consistent than what we are. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, everybody in this band, we all have lives, we all have families, we all have things that we do. So the band, we do the band because we love doing the band, and we put in hard work and we bust our asses with it. But we are not the kind of band that we're out on tour and we're playing every weekend. Yeah, so I know that was a big part of the conversation with you and I.
But that also just means I was following you guys enough to know, like, I'm consistently keeping up with the band. Yeah. So at that point, joining the band wasn't like a foreign concept. I kind of like followed you guys from singer to singer, to song, different styles. So joining the band, I kind of joined the band not knowing anything, but knowing enough of the band's evolution. Yeah. So I can know. But yeah. So that day, you had called me right after work. We had like a 2-hour conversation about where the band is at, where the band wants to go. The whole reason why Baji left, like what I would play in a role, like just and talking about you guys don't really play like every week like I thought. And what I thought was kind of funny was I had a conversation with Tony right after work. My commute from work is about an hour and a half, and as soon as I got home, I opened up a group chat with you, Brandon, and Alex, and sent you guys a video of one of your songs that I learned on the way home. Yeah. So that was kind of like that was me saying, hey, I'm serious. I learned you guys a song on an hour and a half ride home. Here you go. And you guys were like, oh, that's pretty cool. You learned it in an hour and a half. And then what was it, like an hour later, I sent you another song? Yeah. I don't know if it was cool or if it was an insult to our plan. They're like, damn, he learned our shit just on the commute. I'm like, God damn, dude. I don't think I can. I'm like, man, dude, are our songs that easy? I'm like, shit. But no, like, but you have an ear. Like, I think that's what's really cool about Tom and Jon both coming into Defy is, before, well, pretty much from the inception of the band all the way to, Baji leaving, it's really, musically, it's always been myself, Brandon, and Alex. And it's been like the trilogy, the Trinity, if you will. And it's because, like, Baji's doesn't write a lot. And our former vocalist didn't play an instrument, and it was more of the song's done, come in, add your tracks to it, and that's it. What's really cool about having Tom and Jon in the band is not only is Jon a great bass player, and not only is Tom a great vocalist, but they're both amazing musicians. Like, you're an awesome guitar player. You fucking outshred both of us. And I think nobody knows that. That's fucking cool. Don't hype me up like that. No, fuck that. You do sweep picking. I'm like, I can barely fucking move my pinky. I'm like, fuck. But no, it's really cool. It's a really cool asset to have with this band, and it really helps us get excited about the future songs, the exploration of the sound, expanding the sound even further. But we'll get to all that later. So then Jon comes in, and then we pull you in, and then we tell you all the behind the scenes fun little cheese mail, the little drama and all that, because we're also really good, even though I'm pretty dramatic online, I'll admit. You know me. Dude, I know you know me. We keep like 99% of the drama in house,
Like, we don't really talk about it publicly. We're not really that kind of band. So Jon came in and just kind of like cleaned up.
Started sweeping.
He's like, you need to stop doing shit. We need to clean this fucking room. You need to be here on time more.
Yeah.
And you're still.
I gotta talk into.
We're still struggling with
10
that.
minutes
But
turned into 5.
yeah, that's right.
I'll
So,
take it. It's improvement.
Yeah, it's
Next year, 2026, new Alex, new time.
Yeah.
that's right.
3 minutes.
So then Jon comes in, learns our set. We do a couple shows, and then we get this big this big opportunity to play in Arizona, which Arizona is one of our favorite places to play in because we have people out there that know the band. But we've been trying to get in with this new promoter for a long time because anybody knows underground bands knows that playing out of town markets and trusting promoters to do their job and to accommodate and to help the bands pull is very difficult because it's always a gamble. And we've been fortunate that most of the times we played out of town, we played pretty good shows. But we haven't been to Arizona in a few years, and I know we really wanted to go back, and we got in touch with I'm forgetting if he's promoting right now, but we got in touch with Michael, who's promoting out in Arizona, and promoting at this place called The Urban, which is a hotspot for local hardcore kids and all that, which is great, up in Tucson. And Brennan and I were very adamant about wanting to do it. So first we talked to, obviously, Jon and Jandro to make sure that they were available to do it. And then we talked to our former vocalists about it. And not to get too into it, but basically a commitment was decided on, and we agreed to play the show. And soon after we had agreed to play the show, it turns out that with former vocalists, it wasn't going to work out to play that show. But the 4 of us didn't want to back out because we all understand how hard it is to find good promoters outside of San Diego that we don't personally know. That's always a gamble. So we're trying to figure out, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And other things happened, and basically that person decided to step aside. So Zach basically decided this wasn't the best thing for him anymore. And there's so much more to it, and we all know, and we don't got to say anything about that. It's fine. Basically, it wasn't going to continue with him. And we decided to ask our boy Travis Neal, who's been on the podcast before. Travis, former vocalist for Divine Heresy, currently is killing it in Fractures. He's also killing it with his own solo project as well. Travis was our first pick. Hit him up, and of course, like, I didn't even think he was going to do it. And within 30 seconds, yeah, I'm fucking down. This is gonna be awesome. And he learns our whole set in a month. Comes out, shows up, kills it. We had a great time with him.
Yeah.
Let's go with the fact that he drove from San Diego to Arizona under 4 hours.
That's right.
That's
On the
crazy.
same day, of the show, which was fuck.
Yeah.
We all got there the night before, and I was wrecked. I'm like, man, I cannot perform tonight. If we had the show that night, I'm like, oh, dude, I would have been out.
It's not easy.
So we come back to San Diego, and now what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And Brandon,
we had committed to the crypto show.
yeah. So thank you, Jon. Fix your mic, Jon. So he doesn't have headphones.
It's like going in and out. I fucking remembered that now. No.
Baji will help you out. So I'll just continue with it. So we had booked while our former singer was still in the band, we had booked a big show in September. Mind you, this is like April by this point. We had booked a big show opening for Crypta at Brick by Brick here in San Diego, which was supposed to take place in September, and that was going to be our first big show of the year. We've been kind of off the radar of opening for international tours for a while, and we really wanted to kind of come back into that circle. And so for us, it was very important to kind of make this statement like, hey, we're back, we're active, we're going to be consistent. We want to pull these kind of shows, and we want to have these opportunities.
And with Crypto, I was like,
yeah,
dude,
because
hella excited.
Yeah, Crypto was blowing up. Yeah, I like how we always open for the bands you like. That's always fun. I'm playing.
Gorod.
Crypto was awesome. Crypto was awesome. So now we come back from Arizona in, I believe, May, and we're trying to figure out what are we going to do next. And then Brandon tells me he found a guy, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
And when I hear Brandon say I found a guy, I take it very seriously because Brandon is very I don't want to say anal. I'll say anal. He's very anal.
He knows what he likes.
He knows what he likes. He looks at all avenues. He looks at the performance, the quality, the talent behind it. He doesn't just send me a video of some dude doing some screaming in his room.
That's
I know Tom with you was doing screaming in your home studio, but not just some dude off mic. Just
Cutting out again. You said room, but he has a studio, so
he
it's
has
different.
a studio. Yeah. So we meet up that weekend, and he starts showing us some of Tom's videos, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy is fucking good. But can he do this? Can he do A, B, C, D? And Brandon just starts cycling through Tom's videos, and I'm like, I'm getting more and more impressed, because at first I think it was a cattle decap cover you did.
I do a lot of those.
Well, don't forget too, like a lot of his videos are memes, but the fact that you can also see his talent through the memes is like the part that got me.
Yeah,
like he's making a funny video, but so you can still hear that he's good at what he's doing.
Exactly. And then he's kind of going down the list. Like we're going from like death metal stuff to some deathcore stuff
To Backstreet Boys,
Full
and
circle.
Britney Spears.
But I'm gonna tell you what got me. I think it was a Breaking Benjamin
Yeah,
video.
that's the one. I remember
That was the one that we all were like, oh, he can fucking sing. Like they're like, okay, so because I think we were worried about, because there's not a lot of great vocalists in San Diego that can do both, have great screaming and also have great cleans. So we were very concerned about, like, if we're gonna continue playing this album live, can we bring in somebody that can perform it? Because this album we have a lot of screams and cleans. So the minute that we saw, or at least I'll speak for myself, the minute that I saw the Breaking Benjamin one, I was like, that's the guy. That's the dude. And so Tom, I want you to talk about how that all came about for you, and on your end of things.
Oh boy, it's, just remember the day. No. So I mean,
It was
really,
a cool summer's day.
cool summer day. And there I was, the moonlight.
The mic closer, please.
Let me get this bad boy closer to me.
There
But
you
anyway,
go.
There we go.
yeah. So pretty much, I've been kind of like doing my own stuff, like just recording. I'm learning how to record, mix, master, if you want to call it that, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But just making the music and putting it out. I would say 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And when I started doing that, I started first just doing guitars, all that, and then I'm like, let me start making songs. Well, I start making songs, but I'm like, I need someone to do vocals. I need to learn how to do vocals, right? So just backstory, that's how I started my whole, like, I'm going to post like every day and all this. It feels like work half the time. But fast forward to when it was, you said April, right? April, May time frame. Brandon reached out to me on Instagram, and I was
You
like,
guys had like no prior communication, right?
no, I don't know how he found me, to be
He
honest.
said he found you on, it was either San Diego Metal page or some
Yeah,
metal
it
page on
was like the
Facebook.
San Diego Metal page. Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
posted I think it was a Cattle D cover. He's like, oh, I like this guy. He can really do Cattle D vocals. Let's see what this guy's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of those. They're my favorite band. If you haven't figured out, I'm wearing their hat, so awesome. But yeah, he reached out, and at first I was like, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, is this like one of those scam things? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
It was over Instagram.
Just send me $1,000 and I'll get you over here right now.
Yeah. I'm like, because like no one's ever reached out and asked, to do a band thing.
I want you to play in my band. Give me your credit card information.
This is James Hetfield.
This is James
If you
Hetfield.
give me 5, give me that was the design.
I fucking love those ones, man.
Going through a divorce right now.
Then go to Walmart and get some Apple Play card.
Thank
But yeah. So he reached out to me. I'm like, okay. And then he sent me a link. I think it was a Spotify link to y'all's album, the latest one. And I was like, okay, yeah, I like it. My favorite track was honestly, Blackened Shores. So I was like, it's like a little acoustic intro. It kind of has like a kind of a black metal vibe to it, but it's like it also has like new metal too, like just the low guitar tones and all that. So I was like, yeah. So I think he gave me your guys' set list of what you guys currently play. So I was like, all right, let me listen to these songs. And let me see what I can do. So I don't know exactly how long the process took of me, like, practicing, and then I would send him. I don't know if he showed you guys.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a long period where we didn't hear anything from you. I'm like, is Tom still interested? And he's like, oh, yeah, he sent me 3 tracks. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, so Brandon was working like on the side with Tom while we're like trying to, because
Yeah.
we're learning
Oh,
our
yeah.
set too. Like we're trying to like dial in our set a little
Yeah.
bit, and I think we were adding a song too. So we had like our own like project in the band to be working on. But yeah, he was showing us like your tracks, and we were
okay.
like, all right, this is going well. But I remember we set up a Zoom meeting pretty early on to kind of catch the vibe.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. That was a little bit after he messaged me before I started practicing.
Yeah. That was like the interview. We were like, well, let's make sure he's not weird. So before we have him learn our shit.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
You know what's funny though? My first like impression of Tom when the Zoom call opened up, I was like, okay, let's see what this guy's about. And the Zoom opens up, and he's sitting there with the Alex Terrible Allegator signature guitar. I'm like, this motherfucker's trying to flex on us right now.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm over here looking at the Agile 7-string, the $150 guitar, and I'm like, hide that. Hide that. Get that off camera.
No. When Tony says he's screaming in his room, no, he has a studio. He has a bunch of guitars. He's got the whole setup. So I was like, oh, this guy's legit. Like he's in this. He's not just some guy who's like casual. He's like in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it is my passion. But yeah, like I was trying to flex. I was honestly I had Neural DSP open and I was playing because I think I was waiting for you guys to call me, and then you guys called me. I'm like, oh shit, and I like accepted the Zoom call, and I didn't even think about sides. It's like, yeah, probably as a vocalist shouldn't have the legatory guitar there, but no, you guys called me and you guys were pretty chill. And I think we talked a little bit. You know, we had an hour cap limit because the Zoom's trial version or whatever. But
the free version.
Yeah. And then I think you mentioned that you were playing the Arizona show with Travis during.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's good because it was so short. If I were to play that show, that'd be like I'd have to crunch time everything, and I didn't want to like rush.
Yeah.
So, but I practiced the stuff and then sent it to him. Yeah. And I guess showed you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, like some of the clean vocals, I think I mentioned to y'all, like the more like gritty clean vocals I did have to work a lot on. It's something it is one of my weakness points when it comes to like the overall dynamic of being a vocalist. But yeah, I practiced those. And then you mentioned that, or Brandon mentioned that the show on the 23rd, you mentioned Crypta, Claustrophobia, Goselo, all those bands are playing. And he's like, Brick by Brick. And I'm like, Brick by Brick? I'm like, I only been there once, but the one time I was there, it was aborted, Peeling Flesh. I'm like, that place is... I know some bands go there, so... It seems
it wasn't some rinky dive bar in Santee somewhere.
Like playing at someone's birthday party.
The ball pit at McDonald's.
Though I would do that. I'd be down.
All of that we've done.
That'd be kind of fun. As long as it's not far, I want to go. Multi-state or cross states to play that.
Were you ever consider being in a band before we asked you? Was that a reminder? You never had that thought. It was just kind of like a fun thing for you to do solo.
No, I mean, being in a band is a little easier at times because you're not having to do everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've always wanted to. I was in a band in high school. I think I told you guys, like, I played in my church youth group band.
Oh, yeah, we had that photo of you long hair. And
But even that, like, that was fun. I just like playing music. Like, so anytime I get together with musicians and play, we could be playing, I don't know, anything is just fun to me because you're, like, kind of, like, all vibing together. And yeah, like, so I always wanted to be in a band. I just didn't know if I could find anybody because, I mean, I'm sure, y'all, I'm in the military too, so like my schedule is chaotic. A little bit not as chaotic as back when I was deploying more, but yeah, it was like, hell yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, it was so I remember that process. It took a minute because I think even I was getting a little antsy because I was like, yo, like he learned the fucking set. But I understand the guys and myself too. We wanted to make sure because going into the Crypta show was like a huge event for us because we were still kind of, are we going to get somebody to fill in or is this going to be the actual show that we announced the new vocalist? And that was still up in the air. Like we were still trying to figure out like, is Tom going to be the one, or are we gonna try out somebody else, or are we gonna have Tom fill in, or are we gonna have Travis fill in? Like there were so many conversations that were happening, and Brandon was just like, just wait, and I know you came in a couple times. We jammed. You were learning our set as we went along. So I think we jammed like 2 or 3 times, maybe.
Yeah, I would learn like either 2 to 3 songs, and then we'd play like the 2 to 3 songs. And then next week I would maybe learn a song on top of that. So we'd come back, we'd play, 3 to 4 songs, however much. And then once I got the last song down, and then I think I asked Brandon too, I'm like, do you mind, because it was our first practice, I'm like, do you mind if I bring my phone? Because like,
yeah,
it's going to take me a little bit to get down the lyrics. I'll promise I can learn quick, but like the first time around, like I'm going to need the phone for the lyrics. So.
Yeah. And that was actually the later practices. The very first practice we got in, me, Alex, and Tony were like, okay, we're going to jam with him. It's going to be fun. As soon as you get there, Brandon goes, all right, get on the mic. We're going to record some vocals. We're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
So the first 2 practices were just you recording your vocals. And
It's like a
Brandon's
test
like,
drive,
if he can take us, our criticisms and our, our coaching for vocals, he's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I think like Brandon understands. Well, we understand the way we write is we all like being in the room, but we don't do like old school jamming. We don't like everyone pick up guitars and let's. For me that doesn't work as a writer. I like everybody sitting there and I like kind of like producing it. I like everybody producing it. Everybody like, hey, let me try this riff. Let me try this lead. Let me try, and everybody's focused on the music and not so much about jamming and trying to get their parts correct. It's always about like the vibe of the song. And we do something very similar with vocals, where we all like to sit down, we do scat vocals first, and then we do the lyrics and all that. So Brandon understands that that's a huge, probably more than just practicing. That is a huge part of Defy the Tyrants. And that was probably a very important part for us to work on with you. So we figure if Tom can kind of deal with us being annoying and be like, hey, can you try that again? Can you try that higher? Can you try this? Like, just like play, it's kindergarten shit. Like, we're just playing around. It's schoolyard bullshit. And after the first session, I was like, I think he's got it. I think he's going to be good. He was extremely receptive to everything. That
there was a few times where even Tom was like, let me do that again. I can do better. Like, oh, okay, go for it.
Because we were like, good, bro.
We were like, dude, you sounded great. Let me do it again. And the second time, oh, hold on.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll shut the fuck up.
And I remember the first time where I was like, oh, this guy's got it, when he was like, let me try this Lorna Shore scream. And you did it. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is, all right.
Yep.
Do more of that.
The Flummy, Flummy tunnel throat.
The Flummy tunnel, yeah.
I love that shit.
So the thing is, I learned that probably 2 years ago.
Wow. So that's a fairly newer thing you learned?
Yeah. Yeah, but it adds a lot to the performance and the recordings. So.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, so we're going to talk about Leviathan in a minute, but Leviathan is such like a smaller scope of your range, I think, because like our listeners are the people who follow Defy, they don't understand that this is just like one part of your voice, which I think is really cool. Like, we're still kind of holding back a little bit because we want to write more, we want to expand more and do more. And I think that
we've only just begun.
We've only just begun. Yeah, this is just like one area of your voice that we're like playing with, and we're excited to kind of see what else we can do. I mean, we know what you can do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we have 2 songs from our album that are completely retracked vocally with Thomas' voice already. One of them we actually will release. I don't know if we're gonna release both of them. Like I said, conversations are still in the air. We're still figuring things out as we move forward. But one song we will definitely be releasing, and I'm pretty excited for everybody to hear it. But yeah, dude, like having the both of you in the band has been a game changer for us. It's been like I think before this year, I think we were going into the album. Actually this time last year, I think there was a lot of conversations about like what's going to happen next, what are we going to do next, and there was a lot of, I don't know if this person's going to want to be in the band no more. I don't know if like the energy was weird. It was a very weird energy coming into practice, and I love you motherfucker, but you were weird too. I was weird. Everybody was weird.
It was a weird time.
It was weird, and we were still trying to figure out like, oh man, like, do we really want to keep doing this? And we're just kind of taking it a week at a time, and here we are a year later, and we're so excited. Like, we're so excited for the future. I know that we're going to be getting a new studio in a few months, and more availability to write and to play around and mess around and do stuff like that. But even on the social media side, it's been awesome because you, Tom, you're a content creator, and that's something I've only been
call it that.
I've been the only one in this band for almost 10 years who has been like that guy, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can share some of this load with Tom. This is cool, and he enjoys doing it. So I'm pretty excited to see.
Trying to be like you.
No, not at all.
Just on that note, Tony, you know, I criticize you a lot in a loving way, but you do take the social media stuff to the next level that like I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Because behind the scenes, he'll show us. He has a list of like, on this day I'm gonna release this kind of meme. On this day I'm gonna release this shot. And, like that's a lot of like preparation on top of being a father, on top of being a full-time manager at your job, on top of all that kind of stuff. Like so, you know, I know sometimes it seems like you fight a lot. It's all love. I love you, bro.
I'm in a band with Brandon, dude.
Yeah,
I'm good.
So
Yeah.
no, but Tony does a lot for the social media stuff, and I see that. And obviously, I was fooled to thinking you guys practiced and played every single week.
Yeah.
So you're doing something.
I do a little bit. I know how to do a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of watching Instagram
100%.
videos on YouTube. A lot of how do you do SEO? How do you?
Oh, dude, yeah,
You know,
SEO, all that kind
all
of
that
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, it's
So
technological stuff.
so it's always fun. You know, I've always enjoyed that part of this band. I always enjoyed being trusted with that because I think when Defy started, there was a lot of trust issues with me because in my old band there was a lot of experimentation. A lot of things went wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of things went wrong.
Tell me about it.
And so yeah,
I'm kidding.
on my watch too. And so coming to Defy, I was like, well,
Tell
let
me
me.
about the French horn player.
Oh, dude, don't talk about Ozzy.
Oh God,
You had a French
Ozzy.
horn player.
Dude, don't get me
fucking
started on that shit.
All right, sorry, go on.
Oh my God. I was not for that, by the way. Every bad decision that happened in that band, Baji enabled. So I just want to high five for that
Yeah,
French horn player.
enabling.
There you go.
That's what we do.
That's what we do here. But yeah, so I had to learn from my mistakes, and it was like a lot of shit. So coming into Defy, I was like, I know content needs to be like one of the top 3 priorities of the band. That was an argument that was had. Video needs to be a top priority. That was an argument that was had. Like everything that I wanted to do was an argument, but it wasn't because other people didn't want to do it. It's because I had to earn that trust because what I had produced before was not great. And so everything was like, I need to level up. I need to level up. I need to level up. And here I am now, and I'm like, you're gonna tell me about memes? You're gonna tell me about my fucking my king of the hill baddie memes? And,
Oh yeah, those.
you know.
Yeah,
But
I hit pretty well.
Look, don't forget, he wrote Vicious.
I wrote
Yeah,
Vicious.
he wrote Vicious.
I wrote Vicious.
Yeah.
Let's be clear on that. Which was a whole accident, by the way. That song was not meant to come to this band.
I mean,
No, what do you mean? I remember showing you guys the demo, and you were like, "You really want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." The Vicious was like,
it was like a Korn kind of
because
homage-ish.
Korn is my favorite band.
Yeah.
New metal is one of my favorite genres. Like I love most of my favorite bands are new metal bands, but I had realized when this is like 2020. I've been in a lot of bands since I was in middle school. Like I've been doing this for over 20 years.
Dason.
Dude, don't go down the fucking names. Dude. But I've been in a lot of bands, but since I was 18, like since I've been playing, I don't want to say professionally, but more grown uply, I guess, more mature. I have never been in a band that allowed me to write a song like that, and that kind of blew me away because I was like in a metalcore band, and I was in like a weird alternative rock metal band, but I was never in a band that I could do that with. And so when in 2020, Whitechapel was coming out, I mean the album before that, before the Valley, Valley I think came out like a year later. I don't remember, but we were listening a lot to that Whitechapel album, the one with the latest ones.
Oh, that one.
The Void,
Yeah.
Mark of the Blade, and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like new metal's coming into deathcore. Like, dude, like, I can hear it. Like this sounds like more brutal Korn to me. Like this sounds fucking awesome." And I wanted to do something like that, so I wrote Vicious, and I basically was like, I just want to rip off Korn. That was the intent. I want to rip off Korn because they're my favorite band, and I've never done that before. We've done a lot of his kind of shit, a lot of like more techie, techie stuff. Not super techie because I'm not as great as you, but it's more simplified techie.
You still play it?
I still play it, and I wanted to do something that was in that scope. And I remember showing the demo, and Brandon did not like it. You didn't like it.
It was just
Shut up.
It's just the verses.
Like,
But
yeah, it was the
that
clean verses.
You came back and it was stronger. I was like, all right, let's do it.
I didn't change anything, bro.
I know we still argue about that, but I seriously remember a different
It was not that.
verse.
Anyways, so then we released the song, and it was a dud. Like it was like no traction. Like it got like a lot of plays day one, and then it completely fell off. And I was super bummed, and I was like, "Fuck, was it a mistake putting out the song?" And then I was making some reels with it just to like kind of like because it's my promotional cycle until the next song comes out. I focus on this one, and I found the spot in the song that I was like, that should be the meme, and then out of nowhere blew up. It just fucking skyrocketed. I think it was like 3 months later, and then it just, to this day, it still gets plays. Like, it's still one of the top. It's number one. It goes back and forth between that one and Breakthrough.
Didn't Shavo has shared it?
Shavo from
Rhea
System of a Down shared it.
Oh, no shit.
Ray Ripley shared it. Sid Wilson from Slipknot shared it. Fuck, dude. Like, there's a whole
Only ones
list.
I can remember, but there's probably more.
There is more. If I look at like screenshots from back then, there's more. But those, I know that those are the three that like, holy fucking shit. I remember that morning, like, Shavo shared it. What the fuck? And it's been pretty cool. Like, it's been pretty cool to see that song have its own life. And it's also inspiring because, you know, we've had songs that have kind of gotten up to that point, but Vicious just kind of, it just keeps going. It hasn't slowed down very much. And Breakthrough's kind of doing a similar thing. But I'm really excited to see what Leviathan does. I'm really excited for that one because that's what we're here to talk about. So that kind of leads us into now. That leads us into where we are now. Actually, it doesn't, because we decided to do a King of the Hill cover. So the way that came about,
Not there yet.
the way that, see, I would love to say like that's the debut of Jon and Tom, but Leviathan, but no, that's not true because Jon, you played bass on King of the Hill, so the King of the Hill cover was your first debut with us, which is fucking hilarious and awesome at the same time.
That was a hit too.
So the way that came about is, you know, while we're trying to figure out like, okay, is Tom going to be the guy? He's going to be the guy. What are we working with him on? We have a show coming up. We got to get ready for that. Like, it's like these other huge priorities. I'm like, dude, like, we need to stop promoting our album. Like, it sucks because they only had like 3 months shelf life. And before that decision was made for that person to leave, by the way, I'm going to just pinpoint that right there. Left, leave. Nobody was kicked out.
Bashi, can you edit in a big?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Leave.
So I was trying to figure out like how we're gonna keep promoting the band, because I need something to keep promoting the band with on social media, and I can't keep pushing out these songs, the album songs, because that's not who the band is anymore.
True.
And so one day I was like, well, what if we cover a song? But we've never agreed on songs to cover. Like, we've never agreed. We all have such drastic, different influences.
But there's something we all have in common. That
we've done like 2 Slipknot covers live. We did a Korn cover live, but never anything to release. Like, I think the only thing we ever did was Roots Bloody Roots.
Yeah, that was like the beginning.
And that was the first song we ever put out. And that was just to put something out because, you know, that was just a fuck around. We didn't know where the band was going. I think if we would have known, we wouldn't have done it.
That was a long time ago because I played that song in Arizona.
Yeah, that was 2017.
Yep.
So anyways, I edited that video on my iPhone. I took video on my iPhone and I edited it while I was at work. And oh shit, I have a music video. This is fucking cool. Okay, hey guys, what do you guys think? And I just got thumbs up on it. Oh yeah, I can put it out. And the band went from there. But we had never agreed to a cover song to release, and we've talked about it so many times. Well, we should do. I think me and Brendan talked about doing Metallica's "Wherever I May Roam," like doing a 7-string heavy version of that. Alex just wants to do Burn the Priest songs. You know, like we could. No, fuck no. Absolutely not. Fuck that. No, nobody knows who Burn the Priest is. I don't know why the fuck you guys keep on to do that.
Real fans do.
But I don't play to real fans. I play to the soccer moms who who have the metalcore playlist. Anyways, so we could never agree on a song. And I remember when I talked to Brandon about it, he was like, "Well, we got to do something that's not going to take our energy away from Defy, from what we're doing in Defy too much, because we have priorities to focus on." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I'm at home one day, and I'm just like on my phone, and I have YouTube playing on the background, and then an ad comes on. New season of King of the Hill coming.
Yes.
And I was like, "Holy shit!" Because it's playing the dun 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 dun, and I'm like, I was just on my phone like dun 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 dun. God, dude, I thought about this so many times. I've been a King of the Hill fan since I was a little kid. What, man? It would sound so cool as a metal cover. And I looked up metal covers. I'm like, oh, but they just doesn't do what I would want it to do. Like it just sounds like the same song, but just with the electric guitars. Like it doesn't have its different thing to it. And I was like, what if we do it? And I messaged Brandon, like, hey Brandon, I have an idea for a cover. And he's like, oh God, please no. And I was like, what about King of the Hill? And he said, abso-fucking-lutely.
So to add to that lore, during live shows for soundcheck, I like to play stupid songs as my soundcheck song. So
Yeah.
my first show with Defy was I played Don't Stop Believing.
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing for Arizona. You know, for the crypto show, I want to learn a different song. Same thing happened. I saw the new King of the Hill.
Yeah.
So I had already learned the bass lines before you even mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I remember that day in practice, like, hey, me and Brendan talked. We're going to do King of the Hill. I'm like, oh, I know how to play that song. And I played the bass lines the entire time.
Yeah.
The entire song.
I think that might be like subconsciously. I heard you play that, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, John can already play it." So
You got one.
So it's kind of like, planets aligned.
yeah, and then I asked, and I put in the chat, "What do you guys think?" And then everybody, yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like, really? Of all the fucking songs we've talked about, this is the song that we're all agreeing on is the fucking King of the Hill cover. And I went right to work on it. And I remember going back and forth with Alex, like, hey, like I think it should be more rhythm based. We shouldn't really add any leads to it, just stuff like that. And then I think like when we came to track your bass lines for it, I was talking with Alex, and I'm like, yeah, dude. So fucking, dude, the new season's awesome. And me and Brendan are talking about, yeah, new season's awesome. Hey, Alex, have you seen it? And he's like, oh, I've never seen King of the Hill.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And you agreed to cover the song, but you've never seen the show?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like parts of it, and I know the memes, but I was like, I like the song. It's funny.
I have
like, let's
never
fucking
been
do
more
it.
disappointed in you than that moment.
I
I was
know.
like, and you disappoint me a lot
know.
with your
Brandon
elitist
was
opinions.
the
I did
Planet
want to
too.
say something. I
Mhm.
think it was the first or second time I came here, and I heard you playing the King of the Hill, and it was you.
Mhm.
So you started playing it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's King of the Hill. But then you started playing it, and then at some point in the practice, I think everyone started playing. I'm like, oh. And then that's when you guys mentioned that
That's
you're
what they're
covering
doing.
it. I was like, oh, okay. So that's why everyone knows the King of the Hill.
He's like, wait, what kind of band did I just join?
Yeah. What are we doing here? Are we just covering 90s theme songs? Like, what are we
Is
doing
this,
here?
is this just a show tunes cover?
You know what it reminds me of when you guys were doing that cover when Undrained, fuck.
They did Gay Fish? No, you guys never did Gay Fish.
No.
I did it personally. I did it
you
myself.
did Gay
So I
Fish.
want to bring it back.
But what was the other?
We did Pantera.
No,
What
it
do you
wasn't.
mean?
It wasn't like you guys put out a whole poll. Like what song?
Yeah,
was-
Gay Fish was on there, and that was
It was
one
4
of the ones.
songs. Everybody had their own vote for a song. Alex picked
Holy
fucking
Wars.
Holy Wars. Brandon picked fucking Hostile. Lou picked. Oh, I forgot what Lou picked. But I chose Gay Fish from South House Park.
That almost,
Yeah.
that almost won.
That just that
That almost-
reminds
That
me
It
of
was
that.
one. I'm pretty sure it was rigged. You guys rigged that because everybody wanted Gay Fish.
I voted for it. I
Yeah,
voted
see?
for it.
And
So-
I have that song recorded
Yeah.
today.
Damn.
So-
I can
I
release
really
it.
need to hear it.
Steamrolled. I'm just kidding.
So we're working on King of the Hill, and then Brandon starts mixing it down, and we start practicing it to add it to our set. I think we're still trying to figure out, are we gonna even add it to our set? And I was like, dude, we fucking got to, and especially after we dropped the song, and the fucking King of the Hill page picked it up, and blew it up a little bit. And then we had
That's so cool.
Ty LeContre. I forget how to pronounce his last name. He's the voice of Joseph in King of the Hill. And he ends up sharing it, and he follows us, and then he starts like saying like, "Hey, you guys killed it with the cover. I like your guys' music." And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's fucking cool." And then I have Mike Spreitzer from Devil Driver messaging me, "Hey man, the fucking King of the Hill cover is fucking hilarious." And I'm like,
That's cool.
we have to play this fucking song live. Like we're gonna get a pop. Like people are gonna love this shit. And Brandon is always kind of like the one we have to push up with when it comes to like the more cheesier, funnier shit, because he doesn't normally like that with the band, which is weird because some of the tracks we did with him, like our interlude tracks had like some like Step Brother shit or some funnier shit
Yeah.
that was in there.
Oh, the step bro- yeah.
But he doesn't like us being too cheesy. But I was like, dude, we got to do it. And so we finally made the decision to do it. But we kept getting to that part at practice where it's the dun 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 dun. It's like in the middle, and I kept fucking it up. I couldn't quite figure it out. I'm like, God, dude, I keep fucking it up. And then Brendan was like, well, why don't we just have John? Why don't we have Tom scream, "That's my purse," and then we go into the breakdown. And I'm like, that's fucking genius, dude. That's lazy as fuck,
yeah.
but it's gonna sound amazing. And the first time we did it, I was like, yes, this is it.
You could show a live video of that too because we played it live.
We'll show a live video of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. And then so we did it live, and yeah, Tom just like I think we just I asked the crowd like, hey, you guys, this is at the crypto show. Hey, any King of the Hill fans in the house? And I heard like, yeah, all right, and just not the reaction I kind of expected. And then we kick into it, and then I start hearing people, oh, like you hear it in the video, And then when Tom does, that's my purse. Like, oh, we all start headbanging at the same time, and that was not planned. That was not. We did not discuss that beforehand, and that was a shining moment for me. But so the King of the Hill cover helped get us from A to B basically because it brought people back into the band. I think it inched us so much closer to 50,000 followers on Instagram. It helped us get to like 100+ hours of watch time on YouTube, which is fucking insane as far as our shorts go. We knew it wasn't going to do great on streaming because it's a novelty song. Normally people don't listen to those like on their way to work or at the gym or whatever. But it was pretty cool to see people coming into the band because of it. And it showed us, I guess we don't need that guy in the band. I guess we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck, dude. Don't look at me like that.
It's gonna be okay.
Well, we're gonna be fine. I think that there's some word like we're gonna be fine. And that kind of set up where we are with Leviathan. So I want to talk a little bit about Leviathan. But
What
first,
song is this?
huh?
I'm just kidding.
What song again?
But first to this commercial break. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna show you guys the music video for Leviathan, which was shot in our little studio, the garage here at Brandon's house, which is in that room over there.
Yep.
And then we're gonna talk about it. So Bashi,
Yes.
Introduce-
the premiere.
and world premiere.
World
The
premiere.
world
This-
premiere
the
of
Defy the
fucking
Tyrants.
Leviathan, right here.
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
On
Defy the
Metalology.
Tyrants. Check it out.
Leviathan, yes,
So that was Leviathan. So we're gonna talk about Leviathan. We're gonna talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, such a great song.
Yeah.
Such greatness. Fucking Tom, I love your work on it, man. Fucking love it. Every
go.
second of it was so great.
He's never heard Leviathan.
Oh.
I'm about to say, has he even heard the song?
No, I fucking haven't. I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna say? Nothing, I guess.
Say it's
Fuck
great.
it.
Say it's great.
It's great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tom,
I
your
appreciate
vocals.
Should he listen to it real quick so he can
No.
Great.
No,
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 why
no.
not?
Especially now. No. Fucking no.
Sorry, dude,
Hell
you
no,
have to
kiss
wait
my ass.
like the rest of the world.
You gotta wait.
I'll send
You
it to
gotta
you
wait.
later on the side.
I did not know you haven't heard it. Your
How the
fucking roommate has spent months mixing it. He
I-
spent the last
I
2
have
goddamn months
work.
in that fucking garage mixing the song.
Yeah, he mixes
At
with
no
fucking,
point
he
ever.
mixes with
You-
his headphones on. How do you
You've
mix?
come out
And you
while
never
we're
thought,
mixing
hey,
it.
Can I hear what you're listening to?
No,
Like, you
because I gotta work.
Like
I work in
there's
the
been
fucking
times.
afternoon.
There's been times where we're sitting in that fucking room and we're mixing, and you come out. Hey guys, what you guys doing? I'm like, we're mixing. Okay, I gotta head out to work now. Oh, you haven't pieced together thing.
I wake up at fucking 12 o'clock in the goddamn.
You are a grown ass man.
Yeah,
you get
a
no
grown
sympathy.
ass man.
You get no sympathy
I
for
choose
waking
to
up at
wake
fucking
up
noon.
whenever I want to wake up at. If I want to wake up at noon, I will wake up at noon.
You're
and-
awakening the Leviathan inside of him. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move. Let's
You
let's
motherfucker. Let's move. Let's move
doesn't
on.
need
Let's
to
move
hear
on.
it.
I'll hear the song
Yeah,
later.
he'll hear the
for
song.
he has
I'll
become
download it.
Leviathan.
You're about to watch him go.
Yeah, he's gonna. You motherfucker. So Leviathan, Leviathan. So that song was interesting because I wrote that song musically, and I had a huge hand in the lyrics. I always think it's funny whenever we take these like breaks from writing music, because what's weird about Leviathan is it's been almost 3 years since we've written any new music, which is weird. Like I know people, we had a whole album come out earlier in the year, and so we have a bunch of music on there, and but before Leviathan, we hadn't written in, I think when I said 2 years at that point when I
Yeah.
brought it. Because we wrote this, we finished writing all the music, and then we started working on, we spent like 9 months working on vocals, and then we spent like another year working on the mixing. So we hadn't written in a while. And I was just trying to write something to kind of get the juices going, just like, okay, like, and this happens more often than not whenever we take long breaks from writing, where I'll just bring in something just to kind of kickstart the cycle. You know, and sometimes we keep the song, sometimes we don't. But I remember, like, I really wanted to have I wanted to go lower. I wanted the song, the tuning to go lower. I wanted it to express rage, because we haven't done a song like that in years. I feel like just a straight chugger, just a straight like pit, like a pit starter, not focus too much on so many dynamics, just like make it deathcore as fuck. And that's something that we shifted away from the album. The album was more metal oriented. We didn't do a lot of deathcore stuff on the record. And I kind of wanted to go back to that style we had in the late, Jesus Christ, the late 2010s.
The late 2010s.
And during COVID. And then I was like, well, I want to add a lot of electronics to it and give it that vibe. I really wanted to make electronics more of a thing inside in the band and not just the intro or the outro. I wanted the electronics to be intertwined with the music. I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan. I'm huge into Bring Me the Horizon and stuff
Static
like
X.
that. Static. Well, you are, but that's how I got
So
you.
am I.
That's how I got you guys into it. But yeah, I remember bringing in the song and being super nervous. I was super nervous to bring it in for some reason, and yeah, you guys said you guys liked it. You're like, I
You were
liked it.
shaking.
I-
I was like, baby, it's okay.
It's gotten worse. Like as the years have gone on, me bringing in new music has gotten worse.
Yeah, I started to get the shakes now too.
Because I think it was the first song I brought in that you heard, John. There was something new that I wrote, and I was like, "Fuck, is John gonna like it?" John is, and the first thing I think you said is, "So are the electronics all staying?" I'm like, "Oh boy, oh boy."
I said that because I have also been out of like the music scene in general, and right now there's going on where a lot of people using electronic music, the electronics in their music, and they didn't get into it at that time. Now I'm into it now, so I understand like why it's there and I appreciate it. But before I was like, listen to the kind of music I listen to, kind of like Alex in Red Vacation. I don't listen to this kind of music. I don't want electronics in my music.
Electronics and thrash.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, but and then I think. And then the second thing was, what tuning is it in? I'm like, oh fuck, man, it's
Yeah, that was a little bit of discourse at first, but
I don't know why. I spent the last 2 years saying we're gonna tune lower. I kept saying it, and you guys, I've always
I
said
was
that.
expecting G, but yeah, I'm playing around with it now.
Drop
so
F sharp on a bass. It does not sound good, Tony.
Oh, it sounds great. The way you play it
I'm
sounds
playing
beautiful.
around with it, but I'm hanging around the 2s and the 3s, you know.
Anyways,
Anyways.
so I brought in the song, and it wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. But I felt that, well, if they don't like the song, we'll just move on to something else. I'm just trying to get the juices going. And Brandon is the one, I think a week or two after I brought it in, he was like, hey, I've been listening to that demo a lot, and I really, like, it fucking slaps. And I'm like, I just stopped listening to it. Because normally when I see that reaction, like, maybe we're into it, maybe we're not. Like, this kind of like, it's that initial reaction. Mm-hmm. Unless I hear, dude, this fucking sounds good, I just stop listening to the demo. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm moving on to the next thing. That's done. That's not going on, because that's the way this band runs. It's like, normally, if everyone in the band is like, it's all right, it does not fucking stay. So I just kind of moved on to the next song. And when Brandon was like, it kind of slaps, I kind of want to keep it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, then I got to change this, and this. I have to raise the tuning up because Alex doesn't like this. I'm going to take the electronics out because Jon seemed a little apprehensive about it. Of course, you and I talked a little bit more later, but that's kind of like what my takeaway was. And he was like, don't change a fucking thing. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, man.
Yeah, there was some stuff you wanted to change. I was like, nah, just leave it.
I'm going to contest that just a little bit, Tony, because after practice one day, you said I have a new song, and you were nervous.
Yeah,
we
fuck
listened to it outside, and you were taking your smoke, and we listened outside.
My 3 smokes.
Me and Brandon were pretty much, this song is really sick. I made one comment about the electronics. Like, why is electronic in the song? Whatever. But we generally liked it. Yeah. And then we didn't talk about writing new music for a couple weeks. Yeah. And then you were like, oh, we should write a new song. And me and Brandon were both like, what happened to it wasn't called Leviathan. It was called Nosferatu. What happened to Nosferatu? You're like, oh, you guys didn't like it. Like, no, we said it was sick, Tony.
Very insecure about music. You're gonna learn this as we go forward. I get very insecure.
Yeah, so that's how I remember going. We liked it at first. We didn't talk about it for a couple weeks, and then you said, "Oh, we need to write new music." Like, well, what about Nosferatu? Like, well, you guys didn't seem like you liked it. Like, no, it's sick. Just change these few things. You know, don't put blast beats and double kicks all the way throughout the song. Brandon's like, bro, really?
And I kept it too, which is hilarious. I didn't change that shit. I was like, no, we're keeping it.
But I remember even after like learning the song, I'd message you like, "Hey, Tony, this is like one of my favorite songs to play right now."
Yeah.
So. You know.
And I was super happy about that.
Yeah, it took a while, but you know,
it's riffy.
And then we got to the vocals, and I remember like being like, "Oh shit, is Tom gonna like this song?" Because like I'm like, no, like I'm not. I've in my old band in 3030, I found out later, but we had a singer in the band who, Baji remembers. We thought like we all together enjoyed the music that we played. Oh yeah. And then I found out later he was like, "Dude, I fucking hate all of our music." I'm like, what? He's like, I hate the songs you wrote. I hate what you brought to them. I'm like, he's just like decimating like your my face, music.
Whack. Your shirt, whack.
And
the way you talk,
whack. And so I think that's what kind of kickstarted the whole like, oh man, I'm very insecure about my songwriting. And Brandon is not somebody who will like coddle you. He's very much tough love, and I don't do well with tough love. So we collide in those areas. So if I get tough love, I kind of recoil. Because I'm a punk, so I need that. Like, if you really like the song, I really got to know. And if you don't like it, I have to know that too. I would rather be unhappy for 5 minutes, being like, man, they didn't like the song, and then move on to the next song, than to write a song, and then to find out 6 months later, Alex, that you didn't like the song. So I always prefer the honesty.
Like King of the Hill, dude. I just don't like it.
You motherfucker. I always prefer the straight up honesty. That's always me. Even if it's gonna suck for 5 minutes, I'll get over that the next day. I'll move on to the next thing.
It's like marrying someone you don't want to be with.
Yeah,
You're just like,
it'll get better eventually.
Yeah, it's like let me take out. Jon is like,
let me try the paper bag.
Paper bag. Oh my goodness.
Draw a new face on it.
So then we brought it to you, and we were like, this is going to be the first single that we're going to be dropping with you. So I think we were kind of back and forth because we have a song that we recorded vocals on that was from the album. And I was like, I don't want to release that yet. I want to release a new song that just has that new Defy the Tyrants vibe, the vibe we're going to be moving forward with. And then we brought it to Tom.
I think that's what kind of led into it, too, because you were recording 2 songs from the old album, and we were going to release it. And then you were like, I don't want to release old songs. Yeah. And that's when we brought up, hey, what happened to Nosferatu? Let's do that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, you guys sure you guys want to do it? And yeah. And then so we brought in Tom, and I didn't know what the vocals were going to sound like.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Because like I said, like Tom has such like a wide range. I was like, oh, is he going to do more? And not that I didn't have a problem with anything that you were going to do with it. Mm-hmm. I was just in my head trying to visualize, is he going to do more of the cattle decap shit? Is he going to do more guttural shit? Is he going to do more clean singing? Like, what are we going to do with this song? And I remember I spent I mean, the song I wrote most of the lyrics. I want to say like, well, I had lyrics ready coming in, and you changed some stuff to better fit what you were wanting to do with it. But I came in with lyrics because I'm like, yo, I want to come in with something ready to go. I don't want to spend 3 hours just meeting up to write, because at our old studio we could do that kind of shit. We have the available time. Hey, Monday night we're gonna meet up, we're gonna write lyrics, and then we'll track it on Thursday night. You know, we could have that opportunity, but here it's a little more difficult because we rely on Brandon's schedule. So it's when he's available to do it, and sometimes that can be a little more limiting because he has a full life. He has friends, he has family, he has his wife, he has other priorities. So we can't always spend 8 hours working on a song. So I was like, oh man, I just want to come in with something ready to go. And my whole thing with the lyrics was, I'm not going to say who they're about, but it is about somebody. And I wanted to shift away from our old lyrics that we did on the album, because the old lyrics, they were meant to be, because they were headed by, even though we all had a huge hand writing the lyrics on the album, the direction that we were given was the old singer wanted the songs to be very literal. And I've always been a lyricist. I've always worked on lyrics and all that. And I like being more metaphorical. Is that a word, John? Is that a word? Yes. Metaphorical. Fuck, I'm right.
There we go. Got one word.
I like more
Tony one.
I like more poetic lyrics. I like
Search time,
that you can create pictures with. I'm not too into the Phil Anselmo, you know, fucking hostile, you know, oh fuck you, cunt.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, like to me, there's times to do that, but I wanted to write a song that was very poetic in an aggressive, hyper aggressive way. And I think when I wrote the line, "An abandoned carcass of memories lies skinless in the void," I was like, that wrote the rest of the song for me. Like, usually I'll write a lyric and then the rest of the song will write itself. And when I wrote that lyric, I mean, I changed it to another part in the song, but I initially wrote that lyric and everything else kind of tied in. But yeah, I was also super nervous working with you, Tom, on that. I was like, fuck, is he going to let the lyrics? Like,
it's gonna
I did it easier because I heard it before you even showed the lyrics. I think I mentioned it was like, oh, this kind of sounds like a Doom song. Like from the newer Doom video games. Doom. And I was like,
we were playing Eternal at the time.
Nice.
No, Dark Ages.
Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Right.
Dark Ages. So I was like, yeah, and I was thinking in my head, this is gonna be freaking nuts trying to like come up with vocals. And then I think you showed me the lyrics, and we're like listening to each part of the song, and I didn't want to change too much, like, because I'm pretty chill with lyrics. My only thing was the syllables had to fit right.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, it made my job easier. You know, when I do my own stuff, it takes me forever, and that we got most of it done what a day.
About
Yeah, everything was mostly done in a day,
Like
and then we only
90%.
came back to do like re-records.
There was like the second verse and like
Yeah,
a
just
breakdown.
small things.
Yeah.
And then the outro, I think, was like the last thing we finished. But
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that the part I was most nervous about, well, there was two parts. It was the lyric, every time I sing this song, I hate you a little more. That one. Because John was, I was really nervous about it. I was like, man, maybe I can kind of hide it. But every time I would play that song in my car and I'd be like thinking of like ideas, even before you, Tom, that lyric just always stuck. And it was sometimes like there would be the syllables like da 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 da. And then I just place the words every time I sing the song, I hate you a little more. And it just kind of stuck with me. And I'm like, I love that, like I said, the Phil Anselmo-ish, like just like the bluntness of it.
I don't want to write anything literal, but every time I sing the song, I hate you. Yeah.
And it was like this, like I just want to have like that, like almost like a fourth wall break. Like that was the idea, like having all these like really like poetic, aggressive, Lovecraftian lyrics, and then just have this like fuck you in the middle of it. I just love that idea for some stupid reason. And then I remember like we had tracked it, and then John was like, "You're like, oh, that's fucking cheesy," and I was like, I was so mad. I'm like, I looked at my phone and I was like, motherfucker, doesn't like my lyrics. And I was like, mute chat, and I just sat there. I'm not ever writing nothing ever again. I'm like, and I do that. I do that dumb shit. That's why I'm like, I just don't respond to anything. And then I think later in the day I was like, all right, whatever.
I called Alex like immediately after. I was like, Alex, is he upset? And you're like, I think he is. But he'll get over it. He'll get over it.
And then on this side, I had, dude, you should start writing lyrics now. And I'm like, I was like, what?
Every single day I'm withering away.
Yeah, see,
I
would have brought that in. Some more bring it.
But the part I was most nervous about was I don't want to say the rap part because to me it's not really like a rap, but it's like that. It's like a clean. It's like a spoken word kind of thing. I was really nervous about
Which
that.
part?
It's the right before the second verse. The fucking where the hip hop beat comes in. Really?
Oh,
Catacombs, your dog.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the lyrics now.
You too?
Yeah.
I was super nervous about that motherfucker. I was like, because I was like trying to think, should we have Tom scream over it? Should we have him do like singing? Like I don't know what the fuck to do. And the Fred Durst in me was like, man, just have him speak it, man. Just have him rap it. I was like, oh fuck, Defy's never gone that far, and we've gone pretty far on some things, but we never done that. I remember that day we showed up and that line came in and I remember telling Alex, hey man, I think I'm gonna have Tom rap this, and he was like, don't. He was like,
I mean, in my head, right? I'm like, but then when I heard it, I was like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's kind of the theme of this song when recording it for me, and Alex just kind of confirmed it. There's a lot of times where I'm like, are we really doing this?
Yeah.
We record, I'm like, oh, that actually works.
Yeah.
And then next time, are we really doing this? But it worked last time. Let's try this. Oh, it works.
Yeah.
Or we'll record something and like, this sounds dumb. And then Brian's like, give me 1 second. Mixes it, does his magic. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Never mind.
Because like I think that there's a clean melody that you do. You hear it up top in the intro, and then you hear it later in the song during the ending breakdown part. And I remember like really pushing for like, dude, can you try to do a melody? You came with the melody, and I was like, yes, do that, motherfucker. Can you do it higher?
Yeah.
And everybody's kind of looking at me like, really? Like really? I'm like, it's gonna be like in the background. Like, why does it matter? I'm like, fuck, dude, just do it. And that to me is like the perfect like bookend to the song. It's like this like kind of like you're going into the next chapter. Like, where are we gonna go next? It's like a tease to the next thing, because it's such a brutal song, and then we get to that part, and it's like, what the fuck is that? I just love it so much. But I remember everybody looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, just trust me. Just trust me with it. I kind of know what I'm doing, ish.
Just kept pushing though. Just try. I'm like, just try it.
And I'll do that.
It's in the song.
And I'll do that. Like, that's where me and Brandon collide them. Because Brandon likes writing like the riff and then moving on. And I like, Alex knows, we both do it too. We like writing the riff, and then we'll play with the riff. And let's change up the tail. Yeah. Or I'll write the riff and they'll be like, here, Alex, learn the riff, but change the last bar or change the tail. And that's where he'll add his thing to it. And we like playing around like that a lot. So when this came to to this, I was like, oh boy, what am I doing? Oh boy. So yeah, I think I'm so happy that you guys love the song. And that you guys took the song. You guys did your own things with it too. Like Tom, like you fucking. I wasn't expecting the vocals to sound like that, and I was like, God, this is the heaviest fucking song we've released in at least 5 years. Like at least 5 years. And to me, one of the heaviest songs we've ever put out. And I'm so glad that it's like the introduction to the new era of Defy.
Yeah.
And then you like. With you, like I sent you the guitar parts, but I know you changed some things. You added some other bass lines that were not even there.
I'll be walking around the song with like all notes and all octaves. Like I don't know, it's really cool to see it. See him like morph a riff and then like bounce around it and shit. So yes, it in a lot of ways, I think this new song just makes me excited for the future because it's only gonna get better from here. It really
it's a
is
fun
better.
song.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely is.
the fun part to like add at the end is, so I showed the demo to you guys. What's the very first thing he says to me? Hey man, so where's the solo section? Because that's Alex. Like if there's no solo section, you have to tell him where the section is. And I'm like,
There's no solo in this song.
there's no solo on this song, man.
Yeah, I was like,
solo in the song dates to this date.
fucking Kirk Hammett was fighting for me. Yeah, I mean, I had some spots where I had some ideas, but I think
And I was like, nope, none. There's no solos.
even with the part where the rap part, you know what I mean? That it's I don't think I've ever heard where like that kicks off like a solo. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but
I think it's at a good spot.
and like literally, like it came down to when we were recording the song, we were writing the lyrics and recording the vocals. I'll just say rapping part. I don't think it's a rap, but I'll just say rapping part. That
Spoken
rapping
word.
part, the spoken word part, that part was essentially. It was originally supposed to be when the band kicks back in. That was supposed to be the screaming part, And then I changed it last minute, like, hey Tom, like maybe you should try it here. Maybe we should play around with it with this beat. And then I was like, well, what the fuck are we gonna put there now? What do we put where it gets heavy again? And we were like, dude, like, and I think we had moved on from the song. We had started working on the other parts, and then when we got done with the vocals, we came back, we listened to the playback, and we're like, dude, we forgot to write for that section. And Brendan's like, guitar solo. I'm like, you get a guitar solo.
He gets what he wants every time.
It wasn't
Very
really out of
happy.
laziness. Maybe it probably was, but it was just like there was already so many vocals on the song. Like there's so many lyrics that we're like, we need a music break, like something to break it up a little bit. And then that was Bruce's
Give
time
Tom
to
a
shine.
chance to breathe because this is such a wordy
Yeah,
song.
I'm over there with the
Fighting for
freaking
his
oxygen tank and shit. Like,
So just your guys' thoughts on Leviathan before we move on.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
There's my thoughts. It's a great
Okay.
fucking song.
8 out of 10. 10
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Oh,
8 out of 10.
I'll
It'd be
try
10
it.
out of 10 if he was playing bass on it. But
Yeah.
It'd be 10 out of 10 if I actually heard the song.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
the song is fun though. It's more heavier than I'm used to writing and playing. But I think
Okay.
that's why I like it because it gives me a chance to try something that I'm not really accustomed to. And like Alex said, like the song is very chuggy and it's very like just chugs along.
riffy.
But it was fun for me to try to find places in between the chugs to like add different bass layers that necessarily aren't following the guitars. But also too, you gotta kind of I need to follow guitars at this part, but then when it opens up, this is where I can like play around.
Yeah.
It was cool though. I think just being part of the recording process was fun too. Just going into a room again with the boys, just recording stuff and just kind of riffing off each other. Because even though the song was written, the lyrics were written, Tom still went in there and you would be talking, Brandon and Alex would be talking, we all be talking, and Tom would be in the corner of his phone like, "Oh, I got an idea," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, record it." Boom. It fucking came out because, like you said, we didn't have the rhythm patterns for the vocals. We didn't have the cadences. We didn't know what parts were going to go what, if the vocals were going to fit, the words were going to fit symbolically. And I think one of my favorite parts, the turning point of the whole recording process for me was when it's in the very first verse when the vocals go from like the I don't know how to explain
I know
it,
what you mean. It's like the second half of the
it's
verse.
the second
it picks
half
up.
of the first
Yeah.
verse when it starts going to like the
Carcass memory.
he did that on one take and I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, like this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like already.
No.
And it was cool just because Tom had never been in a room with us doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that he already has that, kind of experience in the background, like he was just walked in there and like killed it.
Yeah.
And when that first part came up, he did it in his first try. I was like, this is all right, this is cool. This
Yep.
song is gonna be fucking sick.
Yep.
Yeah, and also too, if we have the scat version of the song, I kind of want that version because that part is funny too. Yeah, because we didn't have the cadences right, we didn't have the the vocal like syllables in the right places, so
Yeah.
we recorded a couple takes with.
Rah-rah-rah-rah.
Yeah, Rose.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was for me that song. If you took the speed and the cadence, like you said, out of it, is kind of normally what I do. But I think it pushes me, especially when we do it live.
Yeah.
Because it's the cadence is fast. It's really gonna take a lot of just like breath support and all that. But that's what I like about it is it's challenging me in a good way.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't challenge yourself, you kind of don't grow as a musician or, even outside of music with anything. But, yeah, it's dope. It reminds me of, like, the Doom soundtracks.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
No.
I didn't even make that connection until you had said it. I was like, does sound like the Doom soundtrack. Like I wasn't even trying to do that. I was like,
There's
holy
a
shit.
lot of video game influence in this band.
You motherfucker, dude.
What?
I hate it whenever he says the video game
I
influence.
mean, on my end.
I'll take Doom, but when you're like, oh, it sounds like Zelda, I'm like, God damn it, dude, really? Not
That's how it connects.
Metallica or Led Zeppelin or
Like Animal Crossing.
No, his is
That
more
sounds
like
like Animal Crossing.
Mega Man.
Yeah, Contra. Oh, yeah, Mega Man. Yeah, that's a good one.
Or Sonic.
So yeah,
Sonic.
so you guys can stream Leviathan wherever you listen to music. All the
Available
links are going to be in
now.
the description box of this episode. Before we leave, I just want to touch on, since it's funny that I bring this up because it actually wasn't going to be a topic for tonight, but then the whole Arch Enemy thing happened yesterday, where Arch Enemy had announced that Alyssa was leaving Arch Enemy, and it got me thinking, what bands have succeeded with replacing their vocalist, their original vocalist?
Black Sabbath.
and Black Sabbath.
Alice
Well,
in
that could be
Chains.
debatable for sure. I would debate that, but that's fine. But it's kind of funny because we are in that position now with Tom, and I think we all feel really good about the future. We're all really excited, and we love the new song. And also, real quick before we move on to that conversation, I just want to shout out the artist who designed the
Oh,
cover
yeah.
art
Yes.
for
Like a
Leviathan.
badass.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we actually talked to
Yeah,
him.
that's so good.
He was
Yeah.
he was a guest here on Metalology.
He was.
And that's where my friendship with him began.
Mhm.
So I want to shout out Dane Hallett, our boy Dane Hallett from Australia,
Dane Hallett.
for
Dane
absolutely
Hallett.
crushing the album art, or the
It
album art, the
looks
cover art.
fucking sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the way that came about was interesting because it was just I think we were talking. Brendan and I were talking about, well, what should we do for cover art?
Mm-hmm.
And I kept saying, man, I think I want to hit up Dane. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it would just be cool because he had brought it up on the podcast.
No, yeah,
like,
he brought it up, and then you were like, you know what? Yeah, I'll talk to the guys, and then we'll, I'll get back to you if we decide to do anything with it.
yeah.
And then
And so I had reached out to Dane sometime later and was like, hey man, like, would you be down to design some cover art for our next single? And I know because with this single, I really wanted to go big. I really wanted it to be a very big statement. Like, no, we're here to stay. This is going to be the new path. This is the new era of the band. And I really want to make it big.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I don't want some like weird AI cover art. I want it to be
Mhm.
big. And so I reached out to Dane. And the first thing Dane said was, well, what do you want? And I'm like, well, the song's called Leviathan. He's like, so, like kaiju? I was like, oh man! And it's funny because when the first time I told Brandon the name of the song, that the idea of the name, I was like, hey man, I think I'm ready to change the name to the actual title. And he was like, well, what are you thinking about? I'm like, Leviathan. And he's like, fucking song's not about Godzilla, is it? And I'm like, why would you?
Godzilla, Tony?
I'm like,
Why
why
would
would you
you-
think that?
Why would you-
Oh.
So when I was talking with Dane about it, I was like, hey man, would you be interested in designing the cover art? And Dane said, of course. He's like, let me hear the track and give me the idea. And I told him, do whatever you want with this. Leviathan, here's the track. And I sent him the demo. Like, the drums weren't, Brennan's drums weren't on it. It was the program drums, but your vocals were on it, Tom. And I sent him the track, and I told him, to me, it just sounds like Nine Inch Nails meets Aborted. And he listened to the track, and the next day he's like, yep, sounds like Nine Inch Nails meets Aborted. You're right. I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool. And he's like, all right, well, give me some time. And I was worried because I didn't hear from him for a few weeks. I forget that this guy works on fucking big budget Hollywood blockbuster movies.
Oh, like
Busy
which
man.
one?
Oh,
which
Like
one
Predator
did he-
Badlands and
so the most recent one was Predator Badlands.
Yeah.
that was the most recent
Romulus.
one.
You know, this is I don't think you've heard of those movies.
Alien Romulus, Alien Covenant. I see. Yeah, dude. Mad Max Fury Road, Shang-Chi, like just a bunch of shit. Thor: Love and Thunder. He's worked on so much shit, and so to have him come in and not just do artwork for us, but do it the way he did it. Like the first time he sent it, I'm like, oh, this fucking looks sick. And John's the one that pointed out all the details. I didn't even notice them.
I'm
at
still
first.
finding
I
stuff
didn't.
today.
Yeah,
Like I'll look at it and like, you know what? I didn't notice as I zoom in. Wait, there's floating bodies in the background. Oh,
It's like
that's cool.
Easter eggs.
yeah.
All right.
And it's like a whole story he created. I'm like, because if you watch it, it's not just like this thing coming out of the water. It's like, to me, I'm asking myself questions. What are those souls coming out? And they're
Death Stranding vibes. you know,
Yeah,
just-
I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
It's crazy.
And then where is he spinning them out to? Is he spinning them out into the water?
Is he sick?
Is he sucking them up? Like, what is it?
Yeah, is it hell? Are they ascending through him, or are they descending?
Yeah.
Is that a crown he's wearing? I love the alien vibe because it's in the hands. You see the xenomorph kind of influence, the H.R. Geiger influence.
It's very organic. It looks wet in a good way.
And
Like, it
it's
looks alive.
to me,
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like it was meant to happen because I mentioned this on the podcast. You know me, Alex. I write to movies, so I always have to have a movie on in the background. And when I'm writing, I always have it like lower volume, but I just have to have that vibe because when I'm in the middle of like working on something, I'll watch it for a minute. I'll catch the aesthetic, or maybe there's like a tone or a color I'm trying to visualize and kind of put it through the music. And one of the movies I was watching was Aliens, the James Cameron one. The second one, which is my favorite Aliens
vs.
movie.
Predator.
Oh no, not the. I actually like Alien vs. Predator. I don't
Requiem.
like Requiem. I don't like that fucking movie. But I had Aliens on when I was working on the demo, and so months later, that's when I reached out to Dane to bring him on the podcast, and then just seeing the artwork. Like, that's what I was kind of visualizing, that aesthetic, that vibe, the big fucking kaiju monster, but not cheesy. It's fucking creepy and scary, and I just love it. So I just want to hear you guys' thoughts on the artwork real quick. But yeah, shout out to Dane. Fucking sick.
It's fucking amazing. I'm truly in love with it, just the aesthetic of it, and how he just came out with that out of nowhere without really much input from us, you know. So yeah, I'm just really proud to have that as like our single art. You know, it's a super proud moment. So that's what I think about that.
Nice.
I think it's super fucking dope that he did our album artwork, to be honest. I love, and I think you mentioned it too, the black and white version. You said it'd be good for shirts. And I love the color scheme on like that gold, like, but it's like light fading, and then with you know, like you said, with all the bodies or souls, you don't know what.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah, the way it blends together is just amazing. So, thank you, Dane.
Yeah.
It's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they came out really good. Even the very first like preliminary you showed me, like, oh, this is sick. I thought it was done.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, this is just a sample. Like, this is a sample.
Yeah, this is a sample. I'm like,
oh, it's cool. And then you sent us 2 more iterations, and I was just like, every single time, like, he's adding more like epic shit. Like, I was like, what is going on? Like, this guy's good at his job. I didn't know. Like, I thought he was going to put as much effort as he could for, you know, album art, because he has other stuff to do. He's got more important things. He's got movies to do concept art for. But it looks like he put as much effort into our artwork that stuff. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yep.
He loves his work. He's really good at his work. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I love looking at all the old Star Wars concept arts, and it gave me that vibe like, oh, this is something special, where it's like, this isn't just like a, you know, like you said, AI at work, or just something manufactured. This came from somebody's like passion, and like he spilled it onto the page, and it came out awesome. It's just his vision just came through. It's very like special to me, because like, this isn't just some like, oh, I want just some monster come on the board. No, he like, oh, this is the story behind it. He had his own story behind it that he's, you know, has in the back of his mind, and we're creating our own story from it. The fact that I'm finding more things every single day, it's like gush about. It's awesome.
And that's what I love about it. You just you engage with it. Like, I know that he probably has his story, but he didn't tell me anything about it, and I'm just creating my own. And I know, like, we all kind of do that, and I'm just so happy with it. Like, it's a dream come true for me to have somebody who works on movies work on a piece of art for a band I'm in. Like, to me, I've always wanted that. I always thought that was super cool. Back in the day when you had certain artists working on your favorite band's album covers, you're like, wait, hold on, they did this? Like, oh, who did that? And I think H.R. Geiger did. I want to say he did like some cover art for some band, but there's a lot of that. You know, there's a lot of that kind of like actual artists, painters working on cover art, and I always wanted that. And this is so fucking cool. And I think what was really cool is, so when he did it. I want to say it was like we got the final about almost 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago, and Predator Badlands just came out a few weeks back, and I saw it that night, and I remember looking at the credits, and I saw his name, and then literally I think a week later, you and Brandon went to go see it, and then both of you sent pictures of Dane's fucking name in the credits. I'm like, that motherfucker worked on our artwork, dude. That's fucking sick.
Dude.
Like, who in our scene can say that, right? Like, it's not a Fiverr artist, it's not AI. Like, this is a legit dude, and I'm just so proud of it. And what makes me even like even more proud and happier is he's ready. He wants to do the next one. And I'm like, fuck, because I just unleashed him. Like, I just said, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, don't listen to us. We don't work on movies. We don't put this shit together. Like, we just write the music. Like, you do your thing. And he's like, we were talking the other night, and he was like, yeah, I'm ready to do the next one. So yeah, pretty excited about that.
It was definitely hard to keep it under wraps, because anytime someone talk about Predator or Badlands, like, hey, guess what?
Yeah,
you know, they gotta do the concept art for this. He did something for us too.
Yep. I was like, fuck, dude. I mean, I told everybody under the fucking sun in my circle. Like, I told my wife, and she was like, that's fucking amazing. She said, we gotta blow it up and put it in the house. I'm like, yeah. Told my coworkers and all that, but
we gotta blow it up right here.
Look what you missed out on. I'm playing.
Like,
I'm playing.
Edit
I'm playing.
into that way the viewers.
I love you. I love you. He's like, I hate you guys.
I know.
I don't know if you have.
No, I'm happy. Honestly, I'm happy, because when I was in the band, I didn't see this like enthusiasm usually from like anybody, but like seeing you guys like with you know, Tom and John, like this re-enthusiasm of like you guys like fucking always like, you know, fucking talking about the next big thing or like something big that happened. It's like, I fucking miss it. And you know, I'm happy to see you guys like this.
That's good.
Like, it brings me joy that you guys are fucking happy.
Gotcha. And
you,
you know,
you bring me joy.
it's awesome. You have a whole banner behind you with your cartoon character, so I'm sure it doesn't hurt that much.
It doesn't. It's like I said, I left. Just I wasn't feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
And like I said we did a whole episode about it, but like I didn't want you guys to like I didn't want to feel that like I was holding you guys back from doing bigger and better things.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy that like this is like fucking just working out. Like it's or not working out, but it's like there's enthusiasm and there's fucking not commitment. What you said the word earlier.
Everybody's excited. Everybody's
excited. Exactly.
Everyone
Exactly.
is serendipitous.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm happy.
It's a big word for me.
So.
I'm happy to hear you guys fucking. Honestly, the artwork fucking sick. So I'm just happy. Like it's just getting better.
I mean, that's honestly how it's felt like lately.
Yeah.
With inclusion, starting from February till now. What I mean is like from John joining and then Tom coming in is just like, damn, dude, like. We're all getting excited again.
Exactly. That's great.
Even everyone, like even Brandon, you're fucking getting all excited. And
so it's a big turn from where we were earlier in the year. Earlier in the year was a lot of stress. It was a lot of uncertainty. It was a lot of is this going to keep going? Are we going to continue? And here we are now, and it's like probably my favorite song that we've released in 5 years, maybe more. And we had Dane Hallett working on our cover art, and we dropped a King of the Hill cover, and we had basically the cast sharing the song, and that we're on this like really cool like little radar now, and we're getting these a little bit of acolytes and a little bit of attention, and it's just so like rewarding. It's very rewarding for me, and I'm really happy that you guys get to experience this too, because you both deserve it. You've killed it. Since you've joined the band, you've been putting in so much effort. And John, you as well, you've raised our merch levels and our music, where we don't have to worry about certain bass lines that maybe you were a little more limited in doing before, where John can perform and bring that kind of like technicality to the music. And it's just been really fucking cool. It's been a really, really great year, second half of the year. And I'm really happy.
2026.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If you don't mind, Tony, I'm going to hijack this real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to ask Tom a question because we kind of glazed over one fact.
Yeah.
Tom's first show was us.
Hold on, you're breaking up. Hold the mic up. Yeah.
Yep.
Baji, help.
Better? Is that better?
That is better.
Okay.
Tom's first show with us was with Crypta, Brick by Brick. It's also his first show like ever.
That's crazy to think about too. Yes.
That is actually something.
So not only like he comes from a background where he just did music for himself, wasn't really in a band, was never in a band, to playing his first show to almost sold out show on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
on a
Tuesday. Touring like a national touring band. Like if you want to speak on that, I kind of want to hear like because I don't think we ever like debriefed like how you felt after.
yeah, we've talked a little bit, but yeah.
Well, I think what helped, honestly, all the practices, and then just being into it, right? That's a big part of it, because you might be able to perform it well, but if you're not like, if I'm just standing there with my hands in my pockets, like staring into the void, So how I felt after, I mean, I felt pretty good. I kind of didn't know. I mean, I knew I could do it, but I didn't know like stupid things. I was like worried about like, oh, after the show, is my voice gonna be fucked because I'm like so tense because I'm in front of people that and I think actually my voice is, I think because we were practicing the sets twice that I was so used to it, it was easy to do the show and be fine afterwards. I felt pretty good, and it was different, like actually like having a crowd.
Yeah.
I think I haven't played a show. I played in a basement once in front of like maybe 10 people, but that was about it. Yeah, but it was awesome.
Riding that high.
Everybody after the show, everybody was like, that's
Diego.
fucking dude. Oh, San Diego. The guy screaming San Diego. I'm like, yeah, we're from San Diego. We're in San Diego. We're playing in San Diego. We are literally in the heart of San Diego.
I saw it was interesting because when even my first show, it wasn't even like a national act playing. It was just us. We put on a show with local bands. Even that show was pretty sold out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird because in Drain we played shows at Soma with national touring acts.
Yeah.
But it was different because they came for us or for Defy.
Yeah.
So it was a little different, and it was like, oh, it's it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
This is really cool. And then, but I've been in the scene for so long. Yeah, I've played shows before. And then after that show with Crypto, I was like, wait, this is Tom's like first show. Like,
You're not gonna.
like that's crazy. The fact that it was with Crypto at Brick by Brick at a show. Like it's just his first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
And he killed it.
And that's all I remember after the show. Like we were outside, and everybody was saying it was like this was his first show. Like I don't remember if we mentioned that on stage, but I remember like mentioning that after, and they were like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" Like we had a dude who was like, "Dude, he acted like he was been playing for 10 years on stage. Like he's like a veteran." And it was like, you are a veteran, but it was super cool. It was super fucking cool to see the reaction.
Did Brandon ever show Tom the message he got from Travis?
I don't remember.
We'll ask Brandon later, but Travis shouted you out on the side to Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember hearing Travis saying that he was really impressed.
Oh shit.
He was really, really impressed. But I don't remember the specifics behind it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
I mean, it was all overall just good vibes. Just it's always good to hear that. Especially from people you care about. Like like Travis, for example. But yeah, Tom fucking killed it.
And what made an impact, I'll put this out there too, because we've never really had that in Defy. And I don't want to compare you too much to the previous lineups and all that, but we've never had a singer just stay and interact with people and all that. And you really you just kind of hung out. We had people were coming up to you, hey man, you fucking killed it, and great show and this and that, and you're new to the scene, so you're meeting a lot of these people for the first time, people that we've known for years, and you're meeting a lot of them for the first time, and it's just so cool seeing you interact and talking and being receptive of feedback and positivity and all that stuff, and it was just super cool. It was super cool to kind of just hang out with you after the show.
You had some people message you on the side too afterwards, right? A couple people, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I have to go through to see who exactly, because I'm still learning the names, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's. I mean, I'm a firm believer that people who come to support you and fans and all that, you wouldn't be there without them.
Yeah.
And whether you like it or not, whether it's this entertainment, anything. I mean, it's a people business, right? So I like talking to people and getting to know them, especially metalheads, people who like the same music I do. So
I think when I think about how big that show was, there was still a lot of people that was messaging me that day and the next day, sorry I couldn't make it. It was a Tuesday night, because it was a Tuesday night. That's what I was most worried about. And there was a lot of people that couldn't show up, and I was like, fuck, there was supposed to be more people here. That just blew me away, because it was almost sold out. I remember Brandon and I were talking. I'm not gonna get too involved in the behind the scenes stuff, but we pretty much got it confirmed. They were pretty close to being at capacity, and that they were so impressed by the Tuesday night that it's we're gonna have future opportunities being presented to us because of how well that night performed. And we haven't had that in years, dude. Years. That kind of receptive feedback, and a presentation of opportunities after a show like that, and so long. And it was so cool to have that moment and we're back, motherfucker, we're back. I'm so excited for next year. Granted, we're in a slow period right now, because this was September. We normally do take off the November, December, because nobody wants to go to shows. Most people don't want to go to shows because you got Christmas, families coming in for vacation, people are going out of town. So we normally take November, December off, but man, I cannot wait to just kick back into high gear and start playing shows again, and with some new songs added to our set, and just push the future of the band. I'm really excited for that. That was not the way I thought this year was going to end on such a high note, so I'm super excited. All right, so we got to get into it before we leave, because I brought it up. I know you're like
No, it's fine.
So best bands. Now we're going to lead off into this. Best bands, in your opinion, that have succeeded by replacing their original vocalist.
Ooh.
And when I say original, it doesn't have to be the original. It has to be the successful when they got Korn, for example. Jonathan Davis is not the first singer for Korn.
No,
they had another singer, but he's the one everybody knows. So he's the OG. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, in your opinions, your favorite band and why?
Favorite band?
And how did they translate that vocalist? Like, what was the differing influences? Like, for example, when we talk about Sabbath, Ozzy and Dio are very different vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
What was it about Dio that helped push Sabbath forward? And I could think of ideas and stuff like that. But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I feel you.
So we'll start. Since Baji's been pretty quiet for the most part, except for complaining. And
okay.
before we leave, we do need you to quickly interview Jon about replacing it, because we have to make that happen. We have, yeah,
Need it.
we need it.
What
All right,
do you need from it?
So bands who have succeeded with vocalist replacements. What's like a band that sticks out to you?
Alice in Chains.
Oh, okay. I see.
Like,
Damn.
I may not be the biggest Alice in Chains fan, but like I can see, like, they did get like trying to remember the new guy's name, because they brought him in originally as a guitar, like a second guitarist or something like that, which he did, and then he did have like some vocal duties, but then it wasn't till I forget like what year, but it wasn't till a certain point where he joined that they were like, you know what, you're on vocal duties.
Well,
I'm looking him up
they're
right
still
now.
fucking playing big shows and shit.
No, yeah,
so
they're still playing fucking
Yeah.
big shows right now. Actually, I can
I've
tell
seen
you
them
right.
with
I can tell you right now.
the new singer is pretty good.
William Duvall.
There you go.
William Duvall replaced
And
Lane
like
Staley.
I've seen some of like their live. Oh, it's your phone. I've seen some of their live shows with him, and fucking it like the energy is there, and like he kind of does sound like fuck.
Lane
He does sound
Staley.
like Lane Staley.
He
yeah.
does. He does sound like him, but he has his own he adds his own little things to it,
Yeah.
which makes him stand out. And like honestly, I think that's fucking awesome. Where it's like, it kind of sounds like the same band, but like when you see him, but like there's a difference that you can tell, and you're like, you know what, like it's actually good.
Yeah.
Like you enjoy it.
Yeah, that was a pick. Like when Alice in Chains came back with William Duvall as a singer, I was not excited. I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan. So I was not excited about that. But then I heard the single "Check My Brain."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Fuck, that's a good song."
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed what he brought. What?
Oh, the one that you're playing right now.
I think I accidentally impressed
Can't
it.
monetize it anymore, man. Can't monetize it anymore.
But yeah, because you guys know I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan, so I wasn't for that. I was like, just let the band go, let it go, or bring on like guest vocalists to play a charity show or whatever,
Yeah.
like they did with Phil Anselmo and James Hetfield and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But he does such a good job at replicating what made Lane's voice so memorable,
Mm-hmm.
but also having his stamp on the music as well. So I think that's a great pick, Alice in Chains, because they're still going.
Yeah, they're still fucking
yeah.
playing fucking sold out fucking stadiums.
They were at Sick New World last year.
Oh.
Oh, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a band I would love to see live. I've heard
Mhm.
mixed things.
They're good
but-
live. I've seen them live with the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, okay.
They were good.
So I want to check them out. Jon, we'll go with you next.
I don't know what to choose, because are you referring to... Because there's two ways you can look at this for me. Vocalists who were replaced to keep the same sound, or vocalists who were replaced that change the sound of the band. They're still successful after they change their sound.
That's a good one.
Because it depends on how you're looking at it. Because there's two examples. You know, Black Sabbath is one of them. They changed the sound a little bit because two different vocalists.
Yeah.
Dio did not sound anything like Ozzy.
No.
But it's two different versions. Also, too, another one that I might choose is Killswitch Engage. When they switched from Jesse to Howard. It's a little different. 'Cause I feel like...
I don't know. I felt
No,
when they got
I
Howard,
disagree with
I
you on
thought
that
they were
one.
more popular with Howard.
They were more popular, but I think the sound was very similar to what they were doing with Jesse.
It was
When
similar,
you hear a song like "Fixation on the Darkness" and you hear "My Last Serenade,"
Well, that's what I'm
those
saying.
two songs can be on the End of Heartache album.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
They didn't change their sound, but there's two different vocalists. Whereas, you know, when you get it done with a band, I'm trying to think of a band right now who changed the vocalists and completely changed their sound completely. I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, I think Killswitch is a great example because really the band didn't change that much, but it was Howard's voice and how his voice was able to connect to a new audience that is the reason why that band elevated. I don't think they would have done that with Jesse. I think Jesse did a good job of kind of like carrying on the torch after Howard decided to leave. I think he understood the assignment, but I don't think that that's where he was going before the end of Heartache. I think
He's back in the band now, right?
Yeah, he's been.
he's back.
Oh, he's been in the band for a long time.
Yeah,
now.
they did actually him and Howard did a song together.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they came out together.
and
Remember
it
that?
was a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yeah, you know,
those are the two options.
You didn't
I'm
answer
trying
this
to, you know, I'm still
question.
stewing on it. So if you want to go and come back to me, but Journey's another one. You know, when Steve Perry left, they got Arnel Pineda.
Yeah.
I
But
thi- I
the problem
think-
with that I have is that they got someone who sounds just like Steve Perry. So is it
Yeah.
really like a vocal change or is it just a vocal replacement? Like it's
I think it
depends on how you
depends-
want to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's just like to continuing the success, either pushing the success higher or just continuing on. Like I said, like with Kill Switch, it was the handing of the torch going from Howard to Jesse. I know that's secondary, but then when you talk about like Journey, it's kind of the same shit. Like they didn't really change their sound. They just got somebody to keep the cash flow coming in.
Exactly.
But he does a good enough job where it's like, yeah, he's worth the price of admission.
I mean, I think Black Sabbath would be my choice because you know you have two different eras.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know.
mic closer to your.
Oh, sorry, you have two different eras with them. You know,
Yeah.
you have Ozzy's era, and then when he left, Dio brought in his own style, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
Dio's vocals to me stand out more.
Mhm.
But I still love the Ozzy stuff. Even Ozzy's like solo stuff,
Yeah,
it's great.
and I think
So,
I think on that, and I think Dio is a better vocalist. I mean, obviously he's a better vocalist than Ozzy,
Yeah.
but I think Ozzy is the better frontman. I think Ozzy represented
Yeah.
Sabbath better than Dio did. And I know Dio went on and did his thing, and obviously found even more success with that. But when we talk about his time in Sabbath, I think Ozzy was the superior frontman, but Dio was the superior vocalist.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Okay, so we'll go Sabbath, and you went with Alice in Chains.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, who are you going with?
Can you take a wild guess?
Defy the Tyrant.
Cannibal Corpse.
They're a newer band. They're doing pretty well.
A newer
Fuck,
band?
I'm gonna kick myself in the ass
Okay,
right now.
how
Here.
newer?
not-
how
sure.
Not
newer?
newer. Yeah,
Lorna
correct.
Shore. Okay, Ramos.
So,
Okay.
I honestly haven't listened to too much before. I listened to some of their old stuff. I know they had C.J. McCreary before Will Ramos. They had Tom Barber was like the original. That's what I know. A lot of people like him.
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
But to be honest, when they got, I think it was 2020 when Will joined and they came out with To the Hellfire.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking
That
love
blew
that
them up,
song.
and they played at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So like,
Mhm.
I mean, I like all their stuff. I do like their newer stuff. I know some people are like, wish-washy, but I think he pioneered.
Why are you looking at me?
He pioneered like just take Travis Ryan from Cattle Decap. I think he like really started the whole tunnel throat thing.
Yeah.
like, that gargly sound. But Will Ramos like made it more mainstream, if that makes sense, because
Yeah.
like you hear it in a lot of deathcore sound like songs too. So I'd say Lorna Shore for sure.
Yeah.
Just 'cause how they're doing right now. So
I will never forget hearing that, like the break, the vocal break before the break. I'm going to help. Everybody heard it. Like it was the fucking meme of the year, right? Like
No
everybody
escaping
heard it. And I remember hearing it for the first time, be like, "What the fuck is that? Is that
Yeah.
a sound effect? Is he?" And I saw the because I heard it beforehand, and then I saw the video, and I'm like, "Oh shit, he's actually doing that." It is so ridiculous. It's comedic, but then you listen to the song and it's like, God, this flows so well. Like, how the fuck did he come up with this idea? Like, was it just like,
it like goes so hard. That's what makes it funny, is because
Yeah.
it's so fucking nasty. You're just
Yeah.
like it made me laugh when I heard it, but I liked it. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like I don't know how to describe it.
you do a little bit of it on Leviathan? There's a little bit of Ramos on it.
And that's, harking back what I said about your Lorna Shore vocals. There's one.
Fix your mic.
Oh, again. Hello? Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so harkening back to what I was talking about, how you did your Lorna Shore vocals for the first time, and I was like, oh, it's sick. There was one like guidance I gave you, and you did it, and it's my favorite part of the whole song. In the first chorus, when you say, I forgot what the vocal is.
Suddenly I say, Leviathan is me.
No, it's the every time I smell your.
Yeah, every time I smell your stench. The first time you do low vocals, but then when I said, hey, can you do this? Give me some like gurgly, nasty, like you're gonna throw up. And you did that, and so it's only in the second chorus, and that part's my favorite part because you go, every time I smell you, and then the second time Brandon turned it up, I'm like, oh, it's my favorite part.
Yeah.
And then you brought it back again, like I said in the end of the song, like it's just those vocals, like it comes out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, whoa, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
It's visceral.
And what's cool about Ramos is like he elevated the band not by making the band more poppy or more like melodic or give them bigger chorus clean hooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went the opposite. He said, "No, I'm gonna sound like a fucking demon." Like, oh, you think you sound like a demon? Like, just a demon in the fucking cave, and you're like, holy shit, what is it? You hear that, you're like, I'm not going in fucking there. And it's not lyrics, nothing. It's just that fucking sound. And he did that, and that elevated the band to another stratosphere. And that introduced so many more people to deathcore. That's why I talk a lot on the podcast about the importance of gateway bands and bands like Lorna Shore, who are essentially a gateway band in deathcore. They got kids more into, because even kids are like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I love that pick. That's a great pick. Let me guess.
Uh-oh.
Let me take a guess.
My turn.
Do you want me to guess, or do you want me to let you go?
Yeah, I guess.
You want me to guess? Arch Enemy.
I mean,
You
I'm trying not
motherfucker.
to. I'm trying not to.
You
choose
motherfucker,
that
son
one.
of a bitch.
I'm trying not. So I'm trying to think like in my head. Okay, well, Jeff Waters, Annihilator. You know, he's like the fifth fucking.
Ride the Lightning, Megadeth.
Right.
No, dude.
That's gonna be the.
Oh, don't start me on that fucking tangent.
Oh, that's gonna
Oh,
be a good one. Who else did I think?
Tony doesn't like me.
we're gonna dedicate a whole episode just to that fucking cover. God, I will. Oh,
I will live for that.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's but you know, another one that I'm excited for is you know, because Riley Gale passed away, and they finally announced I'm a fucking
Power Trip.
Power Trip. They finally announced it, and they got the blessings of like his family and stuff, because it's been like, you know, a couple years and stuff, but you know that they're gonna be, they got a new singer and stuff, so I'm excited about that one, because Power Trip they were like getting started, and they were like going up, and then obviously fucking untimely passing of Riley Gale. So I felt like, you know, enough time has passed, and I hope, like, wish them nothing but well, because the fucking songs are fucking sick. Nightmare Logic, great album. Definitely check it out if you haven't. But yeah, that's one just to be different. I don't want to say Arch Enemy, so I'm gonna say that one.
All right. Well, great effort, dude. Fucking my man.
My homework.
I love it. I'm gonna go with a pick that I mean, I have to stretch it a little bit. I have to stretch my own argument a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You can say Bad Wolves.
No, actually, just to go on the Bad Wolves thing. Yeah, I did like that they picked DL to replace Tommy. It's not that I don't like what his voice was. I don't like where the band went, because they ended up going way more radio rock. What the cool thing about the first two Bad Wolves records is, Tom, I'm a huge Bad Wolves fan, by the way.
No.
The huge. I'll say was now. The cool thing about when Tommy Vex was in the band, and I'm not saying this is about Tommy and what he brought, but the songs, like, yeah, they had their radio rock. They had like 2-3 radio rock songs, but the rest of the album was heavy as fuck.
It was.
Like, they had some heavy hitters on there, and that was on both records. And then on the third record, when DL came in, it just seemed that they leaned way more melodic, and I was like, okay, well, we can do this for this record. And then on the fourth record, Die About It, they had like 2 heavy bangers, and the rest of the album is just like radio rock, like every song. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can do this. Like this, like there's 2. I love the 2 heavy bangers, but I'm like, dude, like there's so much radio rock on this album. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, I'm not digging it. It's not what I loved about Bad Wolves, which Bad Wolves was, hey, here's 2-3 radio rock songs, and then heavy as fuck double kick and proggy shit and low tune guitars, very genty shit, and then on the fourth record, it's like, it's just, you guys are doing radio rock shit. Like, the entire record, it's the most different songs are the heavy songs, and that's what like kind of bummed me out about where the band's trajectory is going. But that's not my pick, because that can also be debated too. Drowning Pool.
Oh, that's a good
Forgot
one.
about that one.
And I'll bring up Drowning Pool for this. Dave Williams is one of my favorite singers ever. Not a super great singer, but man, what he brought to the table with Bodies, in that first record, Sinner. I love that album front to back. I think they're all great songs, and I think he had a great voice for what he was trying to do. On the second record, they got Jason Gong Jones to do vocals, and that's the song. That was the album where they had the song for the Punisher soundtrack, which was a really big deal. But what really, and the reason I stretch my argument a little bit, or my I guess my logic in picking Drowning Pool, it's not what Jason brought to the band, because he was only he was only in the band for that second record. It's when they brought one of my all-time favorite singers, Ryan McCombs from Soil, to replace Jason. So he was the third vocalist, and he was on the record Full Circle, which that album means the world to me. Like that, there's not many records that really like it's difficult for me to listen to the songs because of the time period and what those songs sentimentally mean to me. But what I could say about what they did with Ryan is they just continued that success they wrote out. They found the guy he has this like wide range of vocals, and they could do whatever the fuck they want. They could do like the metal stuff, the new metal stuff, the southern rock stuff, the ballads. They can do it all now. And they were able to continue the trajectory of the band and the success. And even to the point where recently they had a little bit of a rejuvenation in the fan base because they did a song they had a song sampled with Offset sampled Bodies. And then the band was like, hey, we can actually do this. You guys don't just have to sample it. And they ended up re-recording the sample, but with the full band, and kind of did the arrangement a little bit. And they actually performed it live with on Jimmy Kimmel with Offset, and I forget the other dude's name. And that was a really cool thing to see Ryan McCombs right there on Jimmy Kimmel. And I'm like, motherfucker, like he just played Brick by Brick with Soul not too long ago, and there he is right there on Jimmy Kimmel's stage. That's fucking cool. And they're still kind of like on that level of notoriety in the overall metal scene. You recognize that song, you know the band, and they can just continue that success. So I'll say Drowning Pool, because they were able to keep it going and keep it as successful as it's been, and still do bigger tours. And you don't really think of it too often when you think of like these more radio rock, active rock bands, or old new metal bands that ventured into the active rock scene, like POD and bands like that. But they're still having continued success, and I think Drowning Pool has done a very good job of keeping it consistent. Because after they brought in Ryan's been the singer for since 2007. So almost
I don't know that.
18 years. So I'll say Drowning Pool. I'll say Drowning Pool for me.
Nice.
That'll be my pick.
That's a good pick.
So love your guys' picks. All well thought out. I know it's kind of like a last minute kind of thing, but you guys did a great job. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the podcast because I have to pee like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys can follow Metalology on Instagram and Metalology Podcast. Follow us on TikTok as well. We post clips and stuff on there. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Check out our shorts as well. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream the audio-only versions of the podcast. Our band, Defy The Tyrants, has a new song out, Leviathan. Thank God we're on to the next chapter, the next era of the band, and we're doing it big with this band right here and this band right here. These two guys. Now,
wait, this man right.
Before we leave,
God damn.
one more thing. We got to do it for the record, Baji.
For the record.
We have it on camera.
Dude. We set up
The
all
past
this.
and the future. The
Just-
former bass player and the new bass player. Baji, you take the lead on this.
All right, Baji, I need you to do a quick 1-2 question, just interview. I just want you to, find out some more about the curiosities that we all have. How does it
Look
feel?
at me. Ask him how he feels about replacing you.
All right, John. We're gonna do this. Apparently,
Make it awkward as
Okay.
fuck.
we're gonna do this.
Please.
Apparently. So, do you practice?
What?
Like, do I practice the
Safe
songs?
sex or
Like
Song.
music?
Yeah, I practice the songs every other day.
Good. That is great to hear.
Because you never practiced.
Nah, I just.
I was
it
actually
wasn't-
practicing.
He
It
just
goes
wasn't
in
practicing
raw.
yesterday.
Wasn't in me. It wasn't in me anymore.
it was
No,
out,
but
in and out?
okay. Legit question. Coming into the band, what did you feel like you wanted to accomplish? Like, in a sense, not just replacing me, but like what, like music. Fuck off, okay? You want me to ask him a fucking real question? I'm asking.
Yes, ask him
Said
the real
awkward.
question.
We got awkward.
How did it get
last
awkward?
part.
No, it just like it's true. Like,
You got to look at it when you ask him that too.
oh,
He's looking at me. I
Hold
can see his
on.
beautiful
Hey,
eyes,
there
his
we go, there we
beautiful
go.
face.
There you go, baby. No, so like, what did you like? What did you hope to add to the band? No, like in a bad sense, right? Like what did you want to like? How did you want to help the band grow? What do you fucking want from me? There's nothing wrong with that question. I just want to know, like,
You can go to answer, John.
I just want to know, like, what did he want to do? Like, I mean, did he just want to? Because like I remember him saying that he wanted to do music again. He just wasn't sure what. I just want to know, like,
the question, Baji.
No, that's a valid question because I'm coming to this band as a bass player. I never played bass. I played guitar.
yeah, I know.
So So a little backstory. When me and Alex first started playing together, I wanted to play bass. And this motherfucker goes, "You want to play bass? Just go do 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 do, or you want to play guitar and shred?" So I thought, I guess bass is lame. I'll play guitar.
So you
instead.
fucked it up.
Yeah. So, anyways, fast forward now, I'm in the bass player, but I never thought about replacing. In the sense I was replacing you, I was just stepping into like your, like the void that you left.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily I'm gonna just erase everything, Baji, and make this band different. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like
I was about to say it wasn't like that. I just want to.
No, I know. Yeah.
Like musically, fuck off, man. Like I left the band.
Yeah. So when I came in initially, I was like, all right, what was his role in the band? Like, what stuff did he write? How much should I rewrite? And then that's when they were like, oh, he didn't write anything. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
No. And that's something that I didn't know. But also, too, I was like, okay, well, if he didn't write anything, then am I able to, like, rewrite stuff that I would write if I was in the band? And Tony's like, yeah, go for it.
He hasn't recorded a track for the band since 2018.
Yeah. It was a
That's fine.
long time.
After that, it was me and Alex. So having you come in was very different.
I mean, in terms of, like, I didn't come in with, like, oh, I'm going to replace Baji. It's great. I kind of just,
It's okay if you did.
Yeah.
It's
I came in the
fine.
band like with the premise like, oh, like not band forward. I was like, oh, I get to hang out with the boys again because I haven't hung out with these guys in a while. We all have jobs, different things going on. They had their band stuff going on. I was doing my own thing on the side, and me joining the band was more of like I can get to hang out with the boys again. Like I get to be back with with the guys, shooting the shit and everything. That's what I was most excited about. And then once I started learning about like, oh, Baji, what did he do? What is his bass parts? And then they're like, oh, we recorded all the bass. I'm like, oh, so I kind of have a blank slate to do whatever I want, and that's pretty much what it was. But
yeah,
it just came in knowing that I was able to just kind of join in like a new bass player, where it's like, hey, there's nothing written for this part. You can come and do your own flavor. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
It did suck like knowing like you left for your own reason. Like, oh man, he left. Like, hopefully he doesn't feel a certain way about me coming in. But I was day one you came in. You're like, oh, I'm so glad that they picked you. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And I even think you have that video of the heartwarming moment when he came in.
Yeah, I have the video of him hugging you, passing on the torch, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Baji, throw one more.
Passing on the blank torch.
Throw one more. Take it home.
We did a little round of applause at the show too. February 8th when we played
on my birthday.
Oh yeah,
it was on my birthday. Thanks, guys. I had plans. I had to cancel it for the show. No, I'm sorry.
All right, Baji, you have anything else for him?
I don't know what I was gonna even ask.
Besides any
him.
other passive aggressive questions?
What? How is that passive aggressive? You dumb.
Thank
bitch.
you for letting me borrow your gear because I don't have any bass gear.
No, you're fine. You, what? What is so fucking funny? It is fine. I love Jon. I've known him since high school. I love the guy.
You hear that? I fucking love him.
I love him.
I fucking love him. Fuck. Nah. Like I said at the beginning, I have no, what is that, animosity towards you.
Animosity would be the word.
Yeah, I love you. I think you're a great musician. So like you joining the band just fucking made the band even better. So like I said, fucking love you, and I'm glad that you're making the band even greater. Fucking awesome.
So you guys can follow us on.
Needed me.
Dumb bitch.
This band needed me.
The band
the band.
absolutely. The band needed the both of you.
Yeah.
The both of you. Because Jon came in, he's like, all right, let's do it, and I'm like, there's still some work to do. There is still some work in house to do, and literally in this house.
In this house.
The fucking Taco Bell bags were
room.
getting insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nuts. All right, well, we did it.
Thank you for
We
We
did
did
it.
it. So we've been talking all year about doing it, and I'm glad we finally got to do it. And hopefully we get to do more of it in the future as
Hell
we
yeah.
go on.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we can go with some actual curated questions instead of off the top randomly.
Well, that's where he excels. He excels.
Yeah.
You give him a notepad, he's gonna get nervous. You gotta fucking drop him on him, right? That's
Yeah.
how we did. Yes.
I don't like thinking. I just like in the moment.
My
No, that's
love.
fine.
I love
I
him
just
so much.
do things.
All right, guys. So you guys
I
can
do.
follow us on YouTube. Follow us on all the stuff I said. Check out our song Leviathan. All of the links are in the description box of this episode. You guys can follow me at Anthony_7string. Jandro, take it away because I have to pee.
You can follow me at metal_Jandro, Jandro. And where can people find you, Tom?
Find me at DEFCON, but it's a little weird. It's D3FC0N.1 on Instagram.
Better than
Thank you.
Rudy's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
we're-
names were taken.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
can't change it. Spotify's linked to that. So
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram, Defy the Bassist, very original. Not really much going on right there now, but I'm trying to post more covers and just be more active on there. Yes. Try to follow in Tony and Tom's footsteps. They can't be the only ones doing social media stuff.
We'll take you.
Actually, just looking me up on Facebook, Thomas Michael Ruisi. That makes it fucking easier. I have a link free, so yeah. Just remember that. Sorry.
All right. And you can follow your boy Bosch, @slap_the bass.
Wonderful.
And I know Rudy isn't here, but what's Rudy's Instagram? Just keep him in the.
Are you really gonna do that to us right now?
Rudy's Instagram is the one who knocks. Underground.
Okay.
Under.
see what I mean, you motherfucker.
Tony
you son of a bitch.
Dude, that's a video game.
We were almost done with this fucking podcast, and you fucked it up.
For every word, and the O's are zeros.
The O's are zeros, and there's an underscore after every word. God damn it, Baju.
He says it the same way every time.
I know.
Probably think I asked.
We miss him.
I have to fucking pee, man.
Nah, we gotta. I like doing this. It's fine.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you on the next episode of Metalology.
You guys were supposed to do that.
Sorry, Metalology. My bad. Metalology.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
We'll take that.
Metalology!